Konbanwa! Ladies and gentlemen, come one, come all to the Shogun's tent. The show in which those that build and improve the culture are put on a pedestal, while those that destroy and pervert it are put to the sword. This is the November 11th edition of the Shogun's tent, and I am, of course, the bane of the woke, the harbinger of inheritance, the mad Shogun, RealAaronAlexander. And right here I have two of my retainers here in attendance. First off, one of the drunkest men in the DC area, and probably drinking a celebration since Tiki Terry's torch got fizzled out. We got Doku, and then we have the man who formerly owns the only bar and grill that's probably got condemned because people are getting tired of Detroit Lions fans committing suicide every Sunday. Snowman, how you fellas doing tonight?
Cheers
Pretty
and
good.
amen.
Oh my good lord, yep. And yes, if you haven't figured it out, this is our first stream here on Odysee tonight. And sorry for running a little late because let's be honest. We weren't really late and gay, it's just the stream was being late and gay, but nevertheless, we do appreciate Odysee, at least the boys down here approving streaming for me. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate that. So, let's see here. Man, oh man, oh man. Woo-wee. Everyone been following the Rittenhouse trial this week? Woo.
Oh, I've been watching Rakita's streams every morning.
Yes.
I love how the judge just ripped into the prosecutor's asshole. Just rip,
Oh, yeah.
rip and tear, bitches.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hey.
I gotta say, I don't like people who do law for a living. I know there's some good people out there who do it and truly, want to do good in the world and everything, but Binger is everything wrong with people who practice law. I mean, he's such a stereotype. Like, good lord, this guy.
Yeah, if this was a proper republic right now, this guy would have been disbarred.
I think Rakita almost had that trending yesterday.
It did.
Binger.
It did trend for a bit.
Oh,
but
it
of
did?
course,
Good.
But the funny thing is, Twitter has decided to be a bunch of bitches, and they always do this shit. Whenever we make fun of Biden or any of their little bitches, they like to turn around and say empty shelves Trump. Every time there's like empty shelves Joe or something like that, someone's like always has their finger on the fucking scale over at Twitter.
Oh, they do. They try to suppress certain things from trending, and every time something trends that really, really gets into their crawl, it's always, damn it, what are those two groups? I know there's Brooklyn Dad Defiant, always.
Oh, that fuck.
Yeah, that frickin' prick. And then, what are the other two packs? Midas Touch and, Really American. They always get the dumbest shit trending, and it's always edited videos that are taken out of context. They're like, can we get 1,000 likes in the next 5 minutes to make this trend? And they just have a bunch of people that, just do the master's bidding, and none of that shit happens organically. And it's like, this is the only thing you guys can do to actually get a W, is just to get something trending on Twitter.
Yeah,
that is completely irrelevant.
Yeah, a bunch of dumbass Blue Anon accounts. I don't like fucking Blue Anon accounts, It's ridiculous. Brooklyn Dad, he's one of those blue. I mean, he's not. You have your blue check accounts, but they're just awful in itself. And then you have Blue Anon accounts that just spam bullshit,
Oh, that's the thing. Like, they'll say the same hashtag as many times as the character limit will allow, and they'll spam it like 5, 6, 7, 8 times just to get it on the trending page. You're like, haha, look, we own the Trump tards. It's like,
yeah, we own the Trump tards. Fucking jagoffs. But anyway,
of course, the second you say to them, Twitter isn't real life. Oh, then the rees come.
Yeah. What are you doing in chat, Coops? Get in here. Yeah, I saw Coops on the chat right now.
Oh, so did I. I'm on the Odysee right now. Look at the live discussion.
Well, look at this. Well, look at this. Well, look at this way. It seems Koops is playing your role this time out, Doku.
Oh boy. Well, I no longer have a monopoly anymore. I guess that's what happens in a free market.
Yep. So anyway, let's stop beating around the bush and get to our opening statement. And this opening statement this week is an open letter to Mama Susan, and we do this sort of in honor of us finally popping up here on Odysee. And I figure, you know what, this is a good time to get on with that little rant I was planning. I was planning before the whole ESG thing. I was going to do it in like a separate video, but I figure this is a good time as any to do so. And it's especially since the main event does involve YouTube, by the way. So yeah, tonight is shit on YouTube night.
Well, in that case, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah, hold on. I gotta get my soundboard up too. So you know what? Now that you said that, well.
Oh, I know what comes next.
All right, and you know what? Since this is, I know it's an open letter, but you know what? I'm still gonna sound the rant alarm for this one. Where is my rant alarm here? Where are you? Here it is. Okay. Mama Susan, we need to talk. I've been on this platform since 2008. I remember making silly-ass creator wrestler leagues and cringy-ass videos about me having trouble getting a date. Yeah, I was a simp back then. And luckily, with the help of a great woman who sadly is still stuck in prison, I grew out of that crap. Around 2017, I reinvented with a new YouTube channel and memory hold all the old sad ranty shit from back in the day, and personally enjoyed the refined approach I had. But then you and your honeycomb hideout had to fuck it all up. Why? Because people were starting to reject your cancerous ideology? Huh? You think that independent creators don't bring in the money like lame-ass late-night talk show hosts, washed-up celebs, and dopey influencers that have the personality of a gnat do? If it was just you favoring these overrated hacks, I'd be okay with it. At least people will just ignore them and keep watching our shit. But no, you had to bury people like me in the algorithm. It was so bad that when I set up my Chainsaw Media channel a couple days ago and tried to put my name on the recommended list, I got a lot of ham and eggers with the same account name as mine with no more than 30 subscribers. My videos probably don't even exist in the search results. Of course, the search results are are questionable these days. And if that's not enough, when it looked like my gaming stream was halfway to busting triple digits, again, you yanked half the views away and you scumbags are probably having a laugh about it. But the final straw came when I did a simple retrospective of some of the Final Fantasy series. You remember that stream a few weeks ago, do you, Snow?
Yeah.
Yeah. You blocked my video for copyright. And what was the cause of that blocking? A few seconds of dead air and you claimed it was hidden metadata. You and your ilk have moved hell and earth to make sure anyone like me doesn't get any play on your platform. And you know what the funny thing is? Even though we're streaming tonight here on Odysee, and I'll have the replay up on my YouTube channel, I'm curious to see what you'll do to screw me over like you usually do. And it ain't just me that's getting screwed over. I'll tell you that much right now. I want you to take Mildred, for example. He's getting interviews left and right from the tabletop community. He got an interview from Ernie Gygax last summer and several interviews involving Mark Kern, the original lead development of World of Warcraft. Now, you'd think those streams would get a lot of play, right? He can't even get triple digits on those. I mean, what the hell gives, Mama Susan? I'll tell you what. Here's the deal. if you don't want me on your platform, just do me this favor, okay? Ban me, okay? Ban my fat ass. But you don't have the balls to do so. Why? Because you'll know I'll be talking about it. I'll be streaming it here on Odysee. I'll be posting it on Rumble. Fuck, I might even post it on BitChute. And people will listen to me, and you know what? I'll be the underground sensation of all tech. That's what you're afraid of. And you know what? We'll be shitting on you more later tonight, because we'll be talking about you trying to stop the ratio by removing dislikes. And the funny thing is, I'm going to post this on your Sensori's platform, and though I won't stream on it, I'm just going to keep posting to spite you clowns, huh? Yeah, keep protecting those late night hacks. Keep protecting Brandon. So what are you waiting for, Mama Susan? Ban me! Ban me, you bitch! Oh, by the way, to the folks here at Odysee, I want to take this time to say thank you for allowing me to grace your platform. I appreciate y'all. There it is.
I'm still trying to figure out the YouTube algorithm for all the different channels I've been on, both present and past. I can't figure it out. I know on the Mad Dodge Productions channel with Jensen, we did a review of Don't Ask Me Why I Made This Decision. I hate myself for it. High Guardian Spice. I didn't make it past episode 6. Jensen quit at episode 1. But that stream got like 114 views.
Jesus Christ.
But then we'll do like other random stuff that should get good views. Nothing. Like, it doesn't even show up in the search results. It's like, well, we're not exactly saying good things about this, but I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I do not know what's going on behind the scenes at YouTube. I do not know how they operate, but
yeah. The question is, do we want to know?
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. And like I said, I was going to talk about High Guardian Space, but I figured we got way too much shit on the list for you. But I'll tell you this right now. That show is so bad that if you want to sail the high seas for it, good luck, because they put it in the Bermuda Triangle.
Dude, the weird thing is, like, I almost enjoyed it, not because of how bad it was, but just seeing what can they do. I want to word this very carefully.
Yeah.
Because there are certain things the show does right, but then they turn around and completely undo what they did right. It's like, what's going on in your writing room?
I don't know.
Okay, guys.
What's up?
I'm trying to message in the live discussion, and I click on send.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
The message.
I see it.
Well, I don't see it.
That's weird.
Kinks and wrinkles.
Well,
Yeah,
live discussion doesn't want to update.
Try refreshing it. No. But anyway, let's get started with the the rigmarole for this week. All right, and this comes in service of the Gamer, which apparently is starting to become like another clone of Polygon. So, drink.
Oh boy, I haven't even heard of this website, but how bad can it get?
Well,
let's find out.
Okay, so according to the thing, I quit the game immediately. Trans players responding to Forza Horizon 5's dead naming. Oh Jesus Christ!
God, I heard about this.
Yeah. You're quitting the game because it didn't treat. Is it because you got triggered? Jesus Christ!
And also, you're quitting a game that goes out of its way to be accessible. Can't you, like, give your character, like, handicaps or prosthetics or some shit because they want to be as inclusive as possible and you're freaking out over a fucking glitch? Like,
we're a bunch of
really?
clowns.
This is mind-boggling to me. All of the things that you've wanted and complained and bitched and moaned and whined about for the past God knows how long, they give it to you on a silver platter, but they screw one thing up that doesn't even seem intentional. It's just a glitch because it rolls over from, I think it's like the Forza 4 save file. It's like, I almost quit the game. Like, really?
Yeah, really. It's never enough for these idiots, okay? So, Apparently, yeah, it's a painful experience. A painful experience. It sucked and it was jarring. You have few mandatory bits to play before you actually change it. Oh God, complain. It's a fucking driving game about cars, you fool.
When I heard the announcer say my character's dead name over, it was a traumatic experience or angering or whatever the fuck it is they said.
Oh God.
It's like, it's a name, dude. Dude or gal. I don't want to assume your gender. Like, calm the fuck down.
Yeah, get over yourselves, you clowns. Jesus Christ.
Don't you have a soundboard button for this?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Hold on. Because this sounds like they're bitching endlessly.
Unlike you, I don't waste all these people's time bitching and moaning and bitching 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 and bitching. Are you bitching?
Yeah.
So appropriate.
Yeah.
It's almost sad how appropriate it is, let's be honest. Actually, no, I take that back. It is sad. It is one of those things where I look at it and I go, dude, do you have anything positive in your life?
Yeah.
Does anything make you happy?
God damn. Snow, you awake?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just trying to figure out how this Odysee works. Because I still don't see my comments.
I don't know. Like I said, it's one of those kinks that Odysee still has to work out. You know how it is with all tech platforms. Everything's very experimental.
Yeah, give them time and maybe send them an email with a little bit of feedback so they know where to focus their efforts.
They've been good on reaching out. So yeah, you could probably shoot a little message to Odysee, see what they do. But anyway, it's like, good God, if you're gonna get triggered, if you're gonna get triggered over someone saying out your Christian name, maybe you shouldn't be playing video games to begin with. How about that, huh? Tired of fucking companies always trying to pander to these clowns.
Oh, is this the dead name shit that...
Yeah, it's that shit.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's Forza Horizon 5, right?
Yeah, Forza Horizon 5. And I saw some pictures.
Basically,
pretty good.
Some program in Windows, because I guess it came from Xbox, because that's an Xbox Series game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Microsoft Studios.
It takes the original account name of the person that's using the account, and it basically says, oh, here's Johnny, or oh, here's Betty, or oh, here's whoever.
Yeah, or
trans people.
Yeah, but like I
that's
said,
the thing. It's not even that big of a deal. Like you could just change the account name. Like you could upload your Forza 4 file and just change the name there, and then it's solved.
Yeah, you don't want your old Christian name on there, then you can change it. It's not like they have a gun to your head, you freaking morons. Jesus Christ, everyone's so oversensitive about shit.
Only to you?
Yeah. Anyway,
is it like on multiplayer, or is it just only on single player they do that little feature?
I don't know. But
if I remember the article correctly, I think it applies to both multi and single player because it's reading their previous name that they had, or I think it's called a nickname.
Yeah, their previous name they had. I mean, this is where this is where people need to start doing their fucking homework on their shit. That's
I think
why
I think the person who wrote the article was like, I spent hours trying to figure out how to fix this. Well, first off, it's from your Forza 4 save file. It's pretty easy to figure out because, save files from previous games that are chronological in order, like I'm pretty sure Dragon Age was one of the first ones to do this. It was either them or Mass Effect. You can just go to the Forza 4 file, change your name there, Forza 5 will recognize it.
Yeah.
And guess what? Problem solved.
Yeah.
So it tells me that if you spent hours trying to figure out how to fix this rather than, actually playing the game and enjoying yourself, it tells me you probably don't really game that much.
They don't enjoy shit to begin with. But anyway, moving on. Because let's see here. Well, today's edition of the Shogun's Tent is brought to you by the letters. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I gotta open the docket again because I had it right here. Okay. So anyway, today's edition of the Shogun's Tent is brought to you by the letters P for propaganda, C for compliance, which you're gonna have to, which they're forcing you to comply. The number 6, which is how many months it's gonna take for you to get a booster every 6 months, and it's proudly sponsored by Pfizer. Well, not this program sponsored by Pfizer. Otherwise, we'd probably saying everybody get vaccinated until you're a husk of a person. But guess who is proudly sponsored by Pfizer? Why Sesame Street? Why?
Oh God, here we go.
Fuck these clowns.
Although, Aaron, I have to correct you on one thing.
What?
If we actually were sponsored by Pfizer, not only would we be multimillionaires by this point in time, but we'd also be exempt from vaccine mandates.
Yeah, that's true. Since we're technically employees of Pfizer,
I know that's a joke, but it's really not.
Yeah. So we started off with Big Bird and Elmo, and pretty much shilling the vaccine. I mean, you're freaking Muppets. I don't think you'll be able to get the clap after the common cold, much less COVID.
Hey, you know that political commentator in Twitter that basically goes around making funny comics?
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking from
He made a comic
Ryan
of
from
this.
RK Media?
No, I think I'm
RT
talking
or-
about someone else.
Okay, because I know there was one guy.
He did show up in Tim Pool's show a couple times.
Okay, I think that's Ryan from RT or RK.
RK Outpost. That's Ryan Kinnell.
Yeah, Ryan Kittle.
He's one of the guys from Geeks and Gamers, by the way.
Oh, dude, that shit was funny. People were losing their minds on Twitter over his fucking jokes.
I didn't see it though, but.
Oh, it was fucking hilarious, dude.
But I'm actually not surprised this is happening. It's like the minute that they approved the vaccine for kids, which you shouldn't really do because they're very, the worst they'll get is a freaking cough, right? And I mean shit. You'll probably have more complications from the jab itself because of the freaking because of the what's that heart disease called? Myocarditis, whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Mitochondritis, something like that.
Yeah, but it's giving minors heart attacks.
Because it's forming it's causing blood clots to form within the hearts and arteries, which is normally a rather rare side effect for vaccines that, I don't know, have been actually fucking tested thoroughly and properly.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, it's as if like something's really. Yeah, and if they're pushing this shit, I mean, come on, then you know something's up. But anyway, so yeah, it comes days after U.S. health officials gave Pfizer's kid-sized COVID vaccine final approval for children as young as 5. Good Jesus Christ, it's disgusting. And of course, a lot of people are already jumping on it, saying it's propaganda, which it is. You got the Zodiac Killer. I mean, Ted Cruz. Got all sorts of shit saying propaganda.
Aaron, I gave you a link in the theater. Check it out.
All right, I'll check it out in a minute here.
This is the artist I was talking about.
But no, you're right. It is textbook propaganda. Like it's. I'm not being hyperbolic when I say that. If you look at what the textbook definition of propaganda is, this is straight up fucking propaganda.
Yeah, no shit. Oh yeah, I've seen this already. Yeah, it's this guy.
Yeah, you want to show that on stream?
Nah. Well, I'll figure it out later here. But let's see. But still, it's like, I mean, there's a difference between educating people and then just doing propaganda. It's like the same. I mean, what's next? I'm surprised. I'd be shocked if Sesame Street doesn't do critical race theory. You know?
Well, it's funny you bring that up because this is the first time I've actually had the chance to really talk about this. But leading up to the Virginia election, there was an ad sponsored by Terry McAuliffe, and it was distinctively not saying one political message or the other, but it was a bunch of Muppets singing a song like, "We all care a lot about our neighborhood, we all care a lot about our neighborhood, we all care a lot about our neighborhood, except for Larry who doesn't vote." And then it was a vote early campaign. Well, we know who that statistically benefits, but they use Muppets, and they do it for this specific reason, because it appeals to a certain sense of emotion, because most people within the voting demographic that's going to be most important in the state of Virginia, at least for this election, has a strong tie. They all grew up watching Sesame Street. They all know who the Muppets are. And it seems like such a benign and mundane and sort of friendly, like, we just want you to go out and vote early. It's a lot more nefarious than it really seems like it is on the surface. This is the same thing.
Oh, it is. I mean, Jim Henson's probably rolling his grave over this shit.
Jenny Henson, an actual artist and master of puppetry. Yeah, he would be rolling over this. He would.
Yeah, using his creations
be
for
looking
propaganda.
Over, I mean, his soul will be looking over the Jesus, asking him, "What should I have done?" And Jesus be turning towards him like, "You should have got pissed off. You should have flipped their tables, and you should have whipped them out of the temple, or in this case, your workshop, Jim."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it like I said, it's like I've been saying. I mean, come on, seriously, yeah. But then again, I guess PBS is trying to get first in line for that ESG money, aren't they?
To a degree. Aaron, if you don't mind, can I go off like on a slight off the rails tangent, just briefly? I'll keep it short.
Go for it. Yeah, I mean, you gotta make it up, because I was hoping you showed up for that ESG thing last week. But okay, we'll get you in on this. Come on.
So the reason you see a lot of this type of political propaganda being framed in form of the entertainment industry, and specifically in areas that kind of appeals to either children or that childhood spirit that a lot of adults still carry with them. Like, let's be honest, we all still carry a bit of like a childhood spirit, you know, that little sparkle, that twinkle in the back of your eye, even though we're, you know, adults in the 9-to-5 grind. We got to be grown-ups and everything now. We still like to go watch Star Wars. We still like to watch anime. We still remember growing up on the Muppets and Rugrats and Blue's Clues and all that type of stuff. And the reason that you see these types of mediums of entertainment be used to push a political narrative, even if it seems innocent or benign, is because they know that there is that appeal to emotion. There is still that, you know, everybody has a little part of them that's a kid at heart. And when you see that, your subconscious mind lowers your defenses. You become more receptive to the message, but you don't necessarily pay attention to it. It's a manipulation tactic, and it's a very effective one if you're not aware of what's actually going on and what's happening and what the intended purpose of it is. Because I can tell you exactly what the intended purpose is. It's for you to view it and say like, oh, yeah, it's the Muppets. I remember, like, you might be paying attention to the message, but your subconscious mind is actually remembering or reminiscing. Like, when I was a kid, I had these fond memories. I remember watching the Muppets. I like this.
So basically, what you're saying is they're weaponizing member berries.
It's a way for you to subconsciously lower your guard and become more receptive to the message that they're pushing without actually thinking about the message itself. It's a very nefarious and manipulative thing to do, but it's also extremely effective.
Oh, yeah.
That's insidious. And you know me, when it comes to emotional manipulation or emotional blackmail, I get fucking fuming mad about that shit.
Well, the reason
I'm the same people that go about saying, hey, let's be nice to each other, but once your back is turned, they backstab you.
Yep.
Well, the reason I'm able to actually speak on this, and it's one of the few times I will say I actually can speak on this, is because I'm currently going through a, you could call it a class, but it's really more of a trial by fire training session in regards to problem solving and leadership. And conversation and team leadership is one of the big things that we focus on, if not it's the primary focus. So if you want somebody to do something, in terms of a leadership role, if I want my team to do something, I have a few options available to me. One of the options that gives me the path of least resistance is, hey, we need this table to get built. I can say, hey, build this table, do it. You know, I could play the Anthony Fauci or the Joe Biden of, we don't have the patience, we don't have this, like, you sit down and you do this is not about your freedom, like, I can force you to do something. That doesn't really jive well with most people.
Yeah.
On the other hand...
Yeah, why do you think its approval numbers are taken?
They want to flip them off.
Well, but on the other hand, I can go up to you and say, hey, if we don't build this table, then the guys coming in who need to use this room, that have to sit down and discuss things that are important and get stuff done, it's our job to build this table. I can't do it on my own. Snowman, Aaron, can you guys help me? I can't do this by myself. But it has to get done. I can't do it. I need help.
Yep,
that's
you win
the
more
difference.
people with honey than you do with vinegar.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the difference. Another way to describe it is when people start asking questions, you never give them the answer. You give them enough information so that they come to the conclusion that you want them to, but they come to that conclusion by themselves and on their own. They come to that conclusion not because it's the right conclusion or it's the incorrect conclusion, but it's the conclusion that you want them to come to. And so you do it by giving them little bits of information, framing the narrative, framing the argument, but being very, very subtle about how you approach it. That's exactly what these types of commercials and these types of, these Sesame Street little things that pop up on the television, they're leading you. They're trying to get you to come to a certain conclusion.
That's what they do. They play on your altruism. That's what pisses me off. That's how things are fucked up as they are. They play on your altruism.
Social justice warriors have been doing all this time.
Yeah.
They play on our better natures, and they exploit it.
Yeah. Luckily,
and now we're in this mess because we
luckily
let them do it because
luckily they're getting diminishing returns. That's the good news. But still, Sesame Street.
I'm still saying they exploited our better natures, and by doing that, we got to this fucking mess.
Yeah, and like
more and more people are starting to realize that this is indeed a manipulative tactic, and and people are waking up to it and calling it out. And also, yes, Big Bird's a communist.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Next time we come up to the thing that's to fund PPS, and they pull this emotional blackmail on Big Bird again, we're gonna go back to this tweet and says, remember this? That's why we're defunding it. Fucking
no shit. It needs to be completely defunded.
Yeah,
and just removed.
Yeah, and hell, you don't. And Sesame Street, it doesn't need PBS to keep going. Shit. It's a multi-billion-dollar brand. It'll be fine. Jesus. With all that money they're making, you'd think public television wouldn't need all those fucking pledge drives now, would they?
PBS no longer even serves the purpose they originally were meant to serve, which is I think with public education.
Yeah, back in the day, you had like instructional programming. You had Mr. Rogers. You had Bob Ross. Fucking Bob Ross. That's educational programming right there. At least you can learn to paint, and you feel good doing it. Oh yeah,
my mother studied under him.
He did? Cool.
Well, my mother studied him.
I know
through his videos.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, man. But still, when you get back to actually educating people instead of propagandizing and indoctrinating people, then you can have your fun and back. Until then, get out of here. Fucking clowns. Speaking of clowns, Oh boy, AOC has popped back in, so you know what that means, right?
Crazy donkey fucking.
Fucking right.
Enough from the clown!
So apparently, Paul Gosar made an anime meme about AOC, about her being I think it was, I don't know, what is it from Attack on Titan or something?
Yeah, it was Attack on Titan, and it's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it got yeeted by Twitter, I assume, but so apparently Representative Gosar is playing the meme game, and it pissed off AOC. And they said, "Oh my God, they're trying to assassinate me! January 6th! Come on, it's a meme, you dumb cunt."
It didn't just piss off AOC.
Fucking Titan, and that there's dudes riding on rocket propelled backpacks, ready to fucking slice the back of her neck with a fucking sword.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's not like, well, it could have been worse. It could have happened. They could have used some memes from Cowboy Bebop.
Well, I'm just saying, it's fucking retarded. It's stupid.
Yeah, really. And oh god, and of course,
There's no way that AOC is a fucking Titan.
yeah,
Not in real life.
she's a freaking midget.
As I said, she's a crazy donkey.
Metal midget. Yeah, and of course, look at all this shit. All the blue check marks come out in unison, crying like a bunch of little bitches. Oh, it's our whole friend Ted Lieu.
God, that guy. You know the funniest thing about all of this?
Mm-hmm.
The meme itself is really bad. It's not a good meme. It's just some faces superimposed on the season 1 Attack on Titan intro. It's like, well, at least you tried.
It's basically 2 steps removed from a dad joke.
It is. I mean,
He's
it's
an old Republican man.
I know.
He's going to be an expert on memes.
Well, that's the thing. If no one freaked out about this, if the media didn't freak out, if Pelosi didn't think this was, I don't know, worthy of trying to fucking mobilize the FBI to investigate.
Good
Which,
God.
yes, she did, by the way. That's not a joke. I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm being serious.
God,
Hey, they got the FBI searching for diaries.
Oh yeah.
Oh
that's a
god,
totally different story.
they become their personal Gestapo now.
But
I
that's
feel
the thing.
sorry for James O'Keefe.
Yeah,
So-
seriously.
same here, man. But no, that's the thing. If they didn't freak out about this, no one would have heard about it. Like,
No one would have cared.
yeah, it's like, oh well, you tried to make a meme. It's not that
That's trying,
good.
old man, is basically what it is.
Yeah, like at least you tried. You made an effort.
Yeah, of course.
But
Made
This
it better than most leftists.
But it's the funny part is that it elicited such a visceral response from people
Yeah.
like AOC and Pelosi and all the blue check marks on
yeah,
Twitter. It's
and
like,
then you got fucking
are you guys
Adam
serious?
Adam Kinzinger, that fucking cuck.
Yeah, like
So
it's
what
like,
was
hold
the
up.
point of
You
the
guys
meme?
really-
Basically saying, hey, what was the point of the meme? Just basically saying all the Democrats are man-eating titans,
So
and all the
he was
Republicans are the good guys trying to kill off the titans.
he was basically saying he's gonna take down the Democrats. He's gonna fight the Titans. Like he's gonna. But I don't even really know. I can't really say because it's literally just the intro with just certain faces of politicians superimposed on either Titans or the.
Well, you gotta be careful
the-
with Biden Titan because he'll sniff you to death.
Yeah. now I will say this. I will say this though.
Oh God!
At least this meme is better than all the memes the leftoids are always posting. Because have you noticed all the leftoid memes?
Earlier.
It's like all of them, every last one of their memes is always reads it's a thesis. That's not the point. That pretty much defeats the point of a meme, you clowns.
At
Well,
least
it's Snowman,
this
you
meme
just
that the
you just
old
said
man
something.
made was actually fucking fun.
Snowman, you just said something that gave me it makes me laugh, but it also is very disturbing. The Biden Titan doesn't eat people; he snorts people to death.
Yeah, really. And then he shits his pants.
Well, he
Oh,
is
no.
the sniffer and cheats.
More like the shitter.
He is the sniffer and cheat.
Yeah.
But no, back to your point. So this meme, it doesn't even really have a message. It's just, again, it's literally just the intro from season 1 with AOC, Biden, and Ghoster's face like superimposed. It doesn't say anything. He just goes, "Hey, are there any enemy fans out there?" It's like, yeah, but what's your point, dude? Like, this is kind of dumb. Like, again, this is not Keck level meme. This is boomer level meme. This is not good. This is this is not Chad energy here.
Yeah, this is boomer energy here.
But they freaked out so hard about it. It's like, wait a second. Wait. So Kathy Griffin can pull her stunt. You guys can say God knows some of the horrible shit they've said over the past 4 years.
Yes, they're hypocrites. We know.
But
yeah.
Which, by the way,
but of all the
yeah.
memes that you can have a meltdown about, this is what you pick. This is the hill you choose.
Yeah.
Hypocrite!
play the button.
See, that's why it's funny. There's a lot worse stuff that they could actually get pissed off about, and a few of the things they might have legitimate reason. Where you're like, yeah, this is like way off base, like this is super out of touch. Hey, there's days worth of stuff like that that could cherry pick, and again, people might actually look and be like, yeah, that's probably a bit tasteless.
Yeah, I've seen
this.
I've seen worse shit come from these same fucking blue check marks. But he did retort. He did retort though with this.
Retort like, grow the fuck up. It was just a joke. It's
a cartoon. Yes, the Chad says it's a cartoon. Relax. And there's this crying bugman saying, "Your cartoon anime scares me with your jetpack flying and lightsabers."
Oh yeah, I saw him post that. It is a better meme, although the one thing that did irritate me, there was a spelling error there.
Yeah.
I know, grammar Nazi, it's fine. Like,
whatever.
It's a meme, no one cares.
Yeah, wrong there, but either way, it's still funny because he followed it up with a more relevant meme, and notice they all got real quiet.
Yep. Like I said, the left can't meme, so whenever they try to hit memes that hit home, they get all bitchy about it.
Although I do have one thing I kind of want to bitch at Ghoster about for posting the secondary follow-up meme.
Yeah.
Damn it, Ghoster! You help them achieve self-awareness. It's funnier when they lack it.
Yeah, they'll still bitch. No. They'll still complain. You know how it is. It's like, and the funny thing is, they're even more vicious with their attacks. You know, that's the thing. We expect them to say. We expect them to keep hitting us, and we're not supposed to fight back. I mean, that's not how.
Again, you need to play that button, Aaron.
That's not how it works in the playground, you scumbags. Caecilius, Caecilius, can you just tell us your thoughts again?
Hypocrite!
Thank you.
I just realized we've devolved from mean tweets to mean memes.
God Almighty, the midterms is gonna be the midterms is going to be so much fun. There's already a lot of ever since the whole Virginia thing, there's been a copium shortage. Oh, wait, if that trial's anything to go by, the copium's going to go up.
You know, I don't even think the Virginia thing is what they should be worried about the most. It's New Jersey.
Yeah!
It's the truck driver that won in New Jersey.
Yeah.
That's what really should have them concerned.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, who won New Jersey, or is that still going on?
Oh, the truck driver, the guy who he was running against, I think it was his name begins with Scalia? Scalia?
I don't know.
No, not Scalia. That's a justice. But yeah, he conceded to Republican truck driver. I do believe they did win the gubernatorial race there, but
they didn't win.
Still questionable.
They didn't win the. Yeah, they won. Yeah, Phil Murphy gets to impose his fucking Fauci is papers please garbage, but you know what? At least we got a truck. We got a ordinary citizen in the serving in government, so that's a good thing. I hope we see a lot more of these.
Yeah, take the wins where you can get them, especially in blue strongholds, even though Virginia's really purple, but it's enough of a bellwether that it should show what's in store for 2022. And if I remember correctly, what did our VP Kamala Harris say about what happens in Virginia?
I think it's like the same thing they used to say about California or some shit like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said that what happens in Virginia is essentially indicative of what happens in the rest of the country during the midterm elections. Yep. Notice how they don't want to play that clip anymore.
Yeah, and I got a feeling though, if Youngkin plays his cards right, Virginia's gonna stay red for a while.
I hope it. And Youngkin's not even that diehard of a conservative.
Not really.
I'm praying for a red fucking massive mega wave.
Yeah,
dude, I'm right there with you. And you want to know one of the things that the left never would talk about when it comes to Youngkin? One of the first things he said he was going to do on day one is he's going to get rid of the grocery tax in response to how high food prices are rising in the country, and the fucking left attacked him over it.
That's good.
Yeah, no, that was like one of the big things that he was running on. He's like, yeah, I'm going to eliminate the grocery tax. Food costs are too high and people are too poor. Like, we're just going to get rid of it.
You can't tax on the food anyways.
Yeah.
But not in Virginia. Yeah, they have a state tax on groceries, and Youngkin's like, nah, I'm going to get rid of this. And they attacked him over it.
Yeah.
Like, the left seriously tried to demonize this man for trying to remove a tax on the food that you need to eat in order to survive.
Yeah, how dare you have people pay less for their groceries. Bunch of jagoffs. But I leave saying
they need that money to get more gay propaganda going on.
Yeah. But I leave saying this.
Next episode of Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Big Bird's bending over.
Yeah. But I leave this topic saying this. God, I hope this means that my fat ass that serves as the governor of my state gets trebucheted into Lake Michigan. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm hoping my state governor gets kicked the fuck out.
Oh, Whitmer. I think Whitmer's going. I think you got a better chance of Whitmer of being fucked off there. Because
Aaron.
Considering what she did to the elderly, I hope so.
Good God.
Well, that's true. And also, Aaron.
Yeah.
I don't. You can the trebuchet that large considering the current price of lumber.
Yeah, I mean that motherfucker weighs like what, 400 pounds, 500 pounds, shit. Probably it's like 6,000.
It's gonna be an expensive.
Going after Littlefoot.
It's gonna be an expensive trebuchet. They'll say that much.
I better invest in a cannon. Anyway, let's talk about some cope. The cope that is the Eternals.
Dude, we all know this was gonna be shit from the beginning.
It unseats Shang-Chi as third worst opening weekend for an MCU film.
Well, let me finish. First of all, in order for you to do the fucking whole super team thing, you gotta introduce each member of the team in their own movie.
Yeah, they did that with They did
Why
that
are they fucking up their own formula?
Well, they're not in the business of entertainment anymore. They're more in the business of propaganda, woke garbage, and crap.
Oh yeah, because ESG funded.
Hedgies are their audience now, not you. So, yeah, of course you're gonna have some of the MCU's fanboys, and when I say MCU fanboys,
don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next products.
And my response is this: fuck that. I ain't consuming this shit.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'm a Marvel fan, and when I heard them announce the Eternals, I had two immediate questions before I even knew what the movie was really going to be about or ever saw a trailer for it.
Yeah.
And my two primary questions are this. How does this fit into the established universe that you've spent over a decade building?
Mm-hmm.
And
two, yeah, there is that big looming fucking question of Thanos just wiped out 50% of the universe. Where the fuck
not
were
even-
your actors at?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that is part of it, but it's like you guys didn't even hint at this. Like,
Yeah.
there were no after credit scenes, there were no Easter eggs, there were
Yeah.
no mentions in dialogue. Like, you're just gonna drop this out of nowhere. So
Yeah, they're getting completely lazy. And the third
Yeah,
question
so-
I gotta ask, and this leads to the third question. Was this freaking necessary?
Well, so that was part of my second
was it?
question. This is part of my second question. So you're dropping the Eternals just essentially out of the clear blue, which it doesn't seem like it fits into the continuity of what you've already established. Which brings me to question number 2. Who and why? Like, if you're gonna start a multiverse thing, I guess maybe that could work, and if that's the direction you want to go with. And then later I saw it's like, well, no, this is actually supposed to be in the main timeline continuity, so why? There's a lot of different IPs you guys can pull from that would like make a lot more sense, but you go with the Eternals? Whose idea was this?
Yeah, I mean, the MCU has become a parody of itself. I mean, what's next? What's their next move? Have it be more self-aware, like trying to emulate Last Action Hero or some shit?
You know what makes my eyes rolls the most, though? In their trailer, they're having these people searching for the Eternals, and they're bragging how these are the greatest superheroes of all time. I'm like, holy shit, man.
Oh,
You're
God.
already bragging before you even earned that right. I don't even know who the fuck you are, and I hate you.
Yeah,
Well,
Jesus.
that
You're
leads me
no
to
Iron Man. You're no Hulk. You're no Thor. You're no Black Widow. You're no Hawkeye. You're not the Avengers.
Yeah, even Hawkeye's
They
has more
their
personality.
shit.
Yeah,
Who the fuck are you guys?
yeah, Hawkeye's more well known than these freaking ham and eggers.
Well, that leads me to the other question. So, first off, you guys are doing this hard left turn. No pun intended. I'm not meaning that as a political statement. It's just a figure of speech. But you're coming out of left field with this one for no perceivable real reason, and then you get praised over. Well, it's completely new. It's not following the same formula. It's a different type of Marvel movie. It's like, so you're going to abandon the formula that has made you God knows how many billions of dollars to do something
Basically,
new?
throw something on the wall, see what sticks. That's exactly what they're
Yeah.
doing with this. Talk
And
amongst
this
yourselves.
shit is
Yeah,
not making-
yeah. Talk amongst yourselves for a second. I gotta get a drink. Be back.
I'm still. It's
Sorry, go ahead,
so
Stomach.
irritating when they fucking brag about how great they are. I'm like, you guys didn't earn shit yet. You got no right to brag. What the fuck are you doing bragging?
Yeah,
It
there's
makes me
nothing
wanna
worse
fucking
than someone
not
patting
watch you.
themselves on the back. And I get, like, okay, Kevin Feige, I get it. Like, you've had some wins. You've knocked some out of the park. You've got a bit of a track record. I get it. But you're going to abandon the formula that literally prints you money with the minimal amount of effort, and people still eat it up because it's what you expect from the new superhero movie template. It's literally laid out for you. All you have to do is fill in the blanks. You don't really have to do anything crazy. And it's like, oh no, we're gonna do something crazy. Okay. As someone who's an investor and a capitalist, I can respect people for taking risks. That's fine. But when you have something that's established that you know works, and you're just gonna throw it out the window, okay. Don't be surprised if it fails and you crash and burn.
No shit.
It's not the decision I would have made. I would have done what you were saying. It's like, maybe we should focus on the more established characters and then drop some Easter eggs hinting at the Eternals and how things might be post-Endgame. And then,
Well, you know, at least show a member of the Eternal that's like, hey, this Thanos shit is getting serious. I need to get involved.
yeah, like, ease into it a little bit. Like, let the audience kind of get familiar and comfortable with the idea of who the Eternals are, where they come from, like, yeah, where they fit into the universe, how they impact it. Like, ease us into it a little bit. It's the same complaint that I had with the DC Expanded Universe, with what they did with Justice League. Is like, no. You don't just do Superman and then Wonder Woman and then jump into Justice League. You need to give every character their own movie, or at least a cameo, or a hint, or a mention. You don't just jump into the, here's the next big team up. Like, that's the worst possible way you could do something.
Yeah, real stupid.
At least Justice League introduced 2 of the main characters. Like, they didn't even have a fucking Batman movie before they fucking dropped that shit on us.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway, people are like demanding for the Marvel Cinematic Universe to just end after this movie.
Yeah, come on.
Enough, end this, please. Put it out of its misery.
The Spider-Verse, the Spider-Verse can continue, but the MCU, you should have stopped at the end of Endgame. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, let's be honest, Aaron. I don't know if you've watched the new, or if you've read the new Thunderbolt comics. All they had to do, we already know who Thunderbolt Ross is.
Mm-hmm.
They already have the rights to X-Men and everything. They've acquired all that. All you have to do is give us Venom, Red Hulk, Deadpool, Elektra.
There you go.
Boom!
Yeah.
Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your next anti-hero Avengers.
Yeah, and you got most of them. You got freaking Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. You already got Tom Hardy as Venom. You already got what's her face who played Elektra? Yeah, I'm talking about the one who played Elektra. She was good.
Oh, and that's the thing. People are already familiar with these characters, so easing into a Thunderbolts like anti-hero Avengers type of team up movie, you only have to do 4 movies. That's like 2 a year. You could probably do it in a year and a half.
Yeah.
Boom, there you go. And people like that. People like the anti-hero thing. The anti-heroes movies are making a bit of a comeback. Like,
oh yeah,
that would print you money. But nah, let's go with the Eternals because
let's go with this bullshit. Yeah. Anyway, but the cope is real. Now the Rotten Tomatoes score, it wasn't. Let's just say the critic score, it cratered, but suspiciously the audience score was high. Same shit they did with the episode 9.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, they knew the audience score was going to be shit, so they had to fix that. They had to fortify that. What they didn't count on was the critics going like, "Yo, this is too much shit that we can't cover up." We got to be honest. It's shit.
That's actually the part that surprised me about this, where, yeah, we know review bombing happens on both sides. It can either be positive or negative. It happens. Yeah. But the critics turning against this movie is what really shocked me, because I would expected them to defend this to the grave, and they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Which tells me it must be worse than even I imagine it.
Yeah, it must be really shit. But
the critics are bombing this. You know it's shit.
Yeah. But of course, one of them is facing some cope here. Clayton Davis, whatever the fuck it is, with his stupid ass flat cap, thinking, "Oh, I'm one of the poors." You're full of shit. You're overpaid. You're another overpaid bugman, you jagoff. And he claims the low Rotten Tomatoes score is low because it's directed by a whammon. Really?
Doesn't she only have like 2 or 3 very small like indie film projects to her name?
Yeah, this is another one of these ham and eggers. A bunch of some rando who probably got a Hugo Award, and all of a sudden, hey, we'll hire her. We'll pay her some undeserved money.
Don't get me wrong. I respect people for taking risks, but to be blunt, if I was this woman and I had Disney come to me and say, "Hey, we want you to be the director on our next big project," one of 2 things is going to go through my head. Either A, they must have some really, really, really good screenwriters, and my job's going to be really easy. Or B, this is going to kill my career, and I'm probably going to not touch it with a 10-foot pole, which she probably should have gone with the latter.
Yeah, and of course,
no longer going to get a job in Hollywood after this shit.
Yeah, of course, this jerk off had to say all the fucking buzzwords. Diversity, Greek here. The characters has a personality of a paper bag. I wouldn't be surprised if there are a couple veterans like Angelina Jolie. I bet you people like her had just decided to phone this shit in.
Dude, she is so washed up.
Man,
Well, I
oh,
think
man.
Critical Drinker put it best, where according to him, I obviously can't comment because I haven't seen the movie and I don't plan on it. I'm not wasting my money on it.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like she just doesn't care.
Yeah, sounds like she phoned it in. You know, and considering
Yeah,
all
I can see in the trailer. She's like, another paycheck.
yeah. I mean, you know what sucks about some of these actors though, those veterans. You know what? They still should put in some efforts. Like for instance, have you seen Dankula's recent Mad Lad?
Oh,
No.
that's on my list of things to watch. I need to watch that.
Yeah, he did a 2-parter on Christopher Lee. And Christopher Lee's been in some really shitty movies. But it doesn't matter what type of role he got, he put 110 on it.
Actually, I did see part 1, and my favorite part from that Mad Lad is when he was doing the role of Frankenstein, and the main lead for that movie is talking about, like, I don't have any speaking roles. He's like, have you read the script? It's like, no. He's like, oh, well, I envy you. You're lucky. Because he knew it was shit.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's one thing about some of these movies with Christopher Lee in it. It doesn't matter how shitty the movie is, you know you're gonna get something good out of him.
If I ever had the chance to talk to some of these writers, directors, and people who make decisions in Hollywood, or more specifically, lack of decision-making and leadership skills, because let's be blunt, that's Hollywood's #1 problem right now.
No respect to the craft. No respect to the craft at all.
Well, I would tell them this, and it's very simple. Your sexual preference, your ethnicity, your nationality, your religion, those aren't character traits. They don't make for compelling characters.
No.
They focus on the character, and then everything else, it can come in. It can.
Boom.
If you want to bring up somebody's sexuality, if you want to bring up their sexual orientation, if you want to bring up their sexual preferences, if you want to bring up ethnicity, if you want to bring up adversity, if you want to touch on these subjects, that's fine. But focus on your character first and craft a story, and then figure out where these elements fit in, so you can give social commentary. But be subtle about it.
Yeah, don't turn.
Have we been on this topic?
Yeah, don't turn it into agitprop. That's just stupid. By the way, you made a good segue because, well, we're on the subject of sexual preferences and Angelina Jolie. Here's the problem though. I don't think that's it, sweetie. Calling moviegoers ignorant if they do not approve of homosexual marriage showcased in Eternals. But here's the thing. I don't think they're disapproving of the movie just because of a gay marriage, okay? I swear to God, they still think it's the goddamn 90s.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure most people don't really care, which sort of leads to the problem that I was talking about. Yeah, just because it's in the...
My question.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear it.
How long have we been on this topic?
About 10 minutes.
Yeah. But we'll
Oh,
go...
it's like 11:23 where I'm at.
Yeah. But we'll skim through this real quick. But still, it's like she's trying to make... I got a feeling she's trying to make excuses because you know how Disney is, right? They all... Whenever something bombs, they like to blame the fans.
Well, yes, of course. I mean, this is not news at all.
Well, again, that's the thing in regards to this particular aspect. Okay, it's there. Alright, fine, but your movie still sucks.
Yeah, no one cares what... No one cares...
People don't hate it.
Yeah. This is the problem. No one cares about what they do in the fucking bedroom. Or who you're attracted to. No one cares. At the end of the day, no one fucking cares. And this is what these idiots need to get through their thick skull.
Well, and that's the thing about this, Aaron. If you want me to care about it, if it's important to the story, if it's important to the characters, give me a reason to care. Because just plopping it there for the sake of whatever reason, like, I don't care. What does this do for the story? How does this...
Hey, are you alright?
Okay, cool, you wasted my time.
Exactly.
Oh. Are you alright? Because you're just connected.
Yeah, you were a robot a bit, yeah. But like I said, you know, I wish John Voight could have a nice long chat with her daughter about this, because this is just getting stupid.
It is stupid.
Yeah, but...
Okay, I had something running in the background. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
We can hear you fine right now.
But the bottom line is, Angelina, this ain't it, sweetie.
Shut up.
This ain't it.
I just want to rehash real quick what I said. If you want me to care, give me a reason to care. If it's just there for the sake of being there, the only thing that amounts to is you wasted my time. Like, don't waste my time. Like, if you want me to care that this person has a gay marriage, or this person's trans, or this person's this or that, give me a reason to care about that.
Yeah.
If I don't have a reason to care, guess what? I'm not going to care. And if your movie's still trash, I'm going to call it trash. And it's not because of your gay marriage or your diversity. It's because your movie's shit.
Exactly. I mean, have they figured this out by now? Fucking clowns.
No, they haven't.
No, they're too busy collecting that ESG money.
Exactly. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to something fun for a change, huh? Because
there is no fun in this world.
It's been a while since we did this. It is now time once again for the continuing adventures of Florida Man.
Oh, here we go. If it was storming outside, I'd go grab my flag.
Oh my god. And we all know why he came here.
Well, this store sells some good liquor.
It just sells some good liquor. And of course, it's starring our station in the city boy. City boy. It's the one to see the cookie.
I hate flag.
Yeah, I know. But... Okay. So, we got 3 Florida Man stories tonight. And the first one is... Any of you remember that game Siphon Filter for the PS1?
Is this the how you burn people alive with a taser?
Mm-hmm. Because
I haven't played that game in a long time.
Because in Siphon Filter, you have a taser, and if you tase someone long enough, you set them on fire. Well, the police, apparently we have a New York man, or should say, so police tased a New York man, and he set him on fire.
I don't know if I should applaud that, or... I'm not sure how to react to this one.
Apparently, he was just like the bush from the Bible.
Yeah.
He just burst into flame, and God delivered onto everyone a message.
Mm-hmm. So, Times have also reported a 29-year-old man walked into a Catskill Village Police Department last weekend and got into a confrontation with officers. Confirmed to the chief, Dave Darling, confirmed to the newspapers that officers deployed a taser to subdue the man, who just dabbed himself with hand sanitizer, and the man burst into flames.
Wow.
So that's what caused him to combust. Oh my god.
Well, he is Florida Man.
Well, at least you know he's thoroughly sanitized.
Yep.
No COVID worries here.
Yep. Yeah, he said, I think they were afraid he was going to hurt himself, and that's what started it. There are still details they're still trying to develop. Like, how many more details are you going to get, huh? He just put a lot of freaking hand sanitizer on him, and apparently it caused him to burst into flames. Because I'm willing
Yeah, he's BBQ now.
Now the question is, what was in that hand sanitizer? I mean, what? Probably he had a lot of freaking alcohol in it, and as you know, if you put alcohol, alcohol is a flame retardant. I think it's
flammable.
Alcohol is it's a flammable liquid.
Oh, and last I checked, high voltage, heat, and alcohol don't exactly mix well if immolation is what you're trying to avoid.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah, I bet that police officer had a fright that night. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now, I don't know what's happened to the guy, but apparently it didn't say he died or anything, but so if he's alive, well,
if he survived, I would actually be surprised.
Probably have like about 2nd or 3rd degree burns.
Well, considering if he's using that type of hand sanitizer with the high alcohol content, it does tend to evaporate rather quickly, so I'm guessing 2nd degree burns?
Yeah, I think so. You know. Well.
Either way, he probably looks really fucked up right now.
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
Oh, imagine telling that story to your grandkids.
Yeah, really.
Cartel Assassins guys would have looked like if my shots actually fucking did damage.
Well, here's another example of why you should never give a Florida man an 18-wheeler.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is not going to end well.
A Florida man was found standing outside his 18-wheeler naked after wrecking it over an embankment on November 4th along I-70 in Pennsylvania.
How?
Well, he failed a field sobriety test, for starters.
Oh, this will be fun.
And after denying he consumed alcohol, and when police searched the cab of his tractor trailer, he found an unpermitted 9mm handgun.
So, as stated, with the gun and with a stolen semi-truck.
Nah, I don't think it was stolen. I don't think it was stolen. But he was intoxicated and providing false ID. And
I would assume the same thing if I saw a fully naked man riding a fucking semi-truck, armed, and out of his fucking mind.
Yeah.
I assume alcohol was involved.
It's either alcohol or bath salts.
Some other drug.
Yeah, it's either alcohol or bath salts. But yeah. So so now he has $100,000 bond for this whole thing, and yeah.
You know, this is kind of funny because it's relevant to what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
How is Hollywood so creatively bankrupt when I have a perfectly good third sequel to Joyride right here?
Yeah, really. Now this sounds like a spin-off of The Hangover.
Either or, it both works. Either as a comedy or horror movie.
Yeah, really.
Man, they need to make a Florida Man movie. Just fucking do it.
I'm sure someone will. Well, I just hope it comes from an indie studio, not from Hollywood, because I know how bad they'll fuck that up.
Hey, Sundance, you guys listening?
I wouldn't trust Sundance, but anyway. In our third and final Florida Man story, well, someone made a delivery. So apparently, an Amazon driver has been let's say, delivering his package to a harlot. And of course, this is in Florida. So,
hey, when you're driving all day, and you gotta bust that nut. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep. At least it doesn't use a towel. But anyway, so of course in Florida, and of course he gets sacked after a scantily clad woman was filmed clambering out of a back door of his delivery vehicle, sparking speculations to what transpired within. Well, I think that's sort of it's not much of a wild guess to figure out what happened there.
Do we really need to speculate?
Nope. Yeah, I think it was on TikTok.
Well, she might have just done what Big Bird has done.
Yeah, really.
which is doing a whole lot of bend over.
Bend over for a different kind of injection.
He was just making sure she was properly vaccinated. Nothing to see
Which
here.
is it.
Yeah, she's doing her part. Well, so apparently, I think Amazon was reached for comment, and he said this does not reflect the high standards we have for our delivery service partners and their drivers. Allowing unauthorized passengers to enter delivery vehicles is a violation of Amazon privacy, and the driver is no longer delivering packages to Amazon customers. You know,
Then I was just saying, we fired him because who fucking hires a hooker during their work hours? What the fuck?
Well, to be fair, Amazon could easily be playing the semantics game here when they say high standards.
yeah, really. I mean, then again, if you work for freaking Amazon, you probably could. You're probably on a temporary basis anyway, so that's why I don't bother to.
Well, yeah, if you're
work
working
there.
for Amazon, you're pretty much working for one of the many companies that you go like, they're gonna fire me like within a month or two, so fuck it.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, we pay him enough money to buy crack, pick up a hooker, and still drive the truck. Oh, high standards.
yeah, really. But like I said, I hope. But there's one thing I gotta ask. Where the fuck are her shoes? Where the fuck are her
Probably-
shoes?
She
Probably
got
in a
him
parkour box in the back of the truck.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, if you're a hook, I mean that's a decent dress for a hooker, but come on, at least put your shoes on, Jesus. I mean, I can't.
Honey, did you know that Amazon gives you a free pair of stilettos when you order 2 pairs of Uggs?
Yeah. Oh, he should have gave you some free Uggs, or free Uggs, or one of those free those. See if you got any fucking Louboutins back there. Good God.
Oh, there's a lot of bad jokes that could be made on this one story alone.
Yeah, really. Oh, there's her shoes. I think she.
Oh, they
she
were
put-
just that white.
Yeah, I think so. I can't. I wish I could get a zoom in and see what she actually looks like. I hope she doesn't look like trash. Because if she does, I mean, the guy wasted her money. Wasted his money.
Well, to be fair, she is a street hooker, so chances are
And it's
not
in Florida.
really pretty.
Oh, and it's in Florida.
I don't know, I feel like you
I
could
mean,
get some
if
decent
you
deals around
want
Miami.
A good-looking hooker, you go for those $1,000 escorts.
Miami, maybe. I mean, you go by like one of those down to like some of those Cuban neighborhoods, those Puerto Rican neighborhoods. You might probably get something good.
I'm just saying, you could get yourself premium
Yeah.
if you're willing to spend like $1,000 for it.
You know what they say. You get what you pay for.
This is true.
Yeah.
Free market at work.
Mm-hmm. Well. Anyway, so
I guarantee you that Amazon delivery guy did not get quality, but he got what he paid for.
yep. Yeah. But anyway, comic book industry. When are you going to stop putting your eggs in one basket?
Not until the industry implodes.
Yeah. So apparently there's been a
I'm
ransomware.
hoping he dies off.
Yeah. So apparently
There's
there's
just
been a
nothing but Comics Gate.
yeah. So apparently there's been like a ransomware attack that hit Diamond Distributors, and and I think it hit like last Friday.
Why would you go after... I mean, like 3 years ago, maybe, sure, but why would you go after Diamond now?
Yeah, after we just found there's not a fucking dime being made in comics. What the fuck? Why are you going after dime? You should be going after Japan. After those manga sales. That's where the real money's at.
Insult to injury. And number two, let's just say Japan, when it comes to distribution, I think Japan's got their shit together a lot more than the comic book industry. But I think, in my opinion,
I'm just saying, you're gonna hack into someone to get money. Go for the one with the fucking money.
Well, then again, it's probably because it's a target of convenience, some path of least resistance, and what have you.
And I guess you could try to go for like Barnes and Noble or something.
Yeah, it still exists. So anyway,
It's better than Diamond.
no shit.
Because you want to know why Barnes and Noble still exists? Because they sell manga.
That's true. Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Yeah. So apparently, the
they know what fucking books sell, so they're going for that.
Oh yeah. So the IT department, a team of
RPGs rank.
Yeah. So they say in our IT department, a team of third-party experts were working around the clock to address these issues to restore full operations. I am pressing X on that one because I don't think there aren't even full operations since that pencils down incident a couple years back.
I was gonna say, how large is Diamond's IT and cybersecurity team? Like 2 people?
Yeah,
maybe 3?
Yeah, probably 3 at best. Yeah.
I mean, I work in the IT industry. I know what the salaries for IT and network engineers and cybersecurity is, and I don't think Diamond has the revenue to hire the best in the business.
Yeah, really, especially with supply chain issues going on. Jesus. Well,
I didn't even consider that.
That were fucking caused by this COVID shit.
Yeah, they say it's
At least the panic of COVID shit, not the actual disease itself.
Yeah, at this point, it's like Diamond's right now. I think it's a zombie company right now. So my theory is, I think they're being funded just to keep going, even though they're not making any money.
Well,
I think they're checking any ESG money.
I think so.
Didn't one of the big 2 actually drop Diamond and just started doing direct to retailer sales? I thought DC.
I believe so.
Yeah, I thought DC did that, where they're not even using Diamond as a distributor and they're just doing it all in house. So like
I believe you're correct.
That's like 40% of your revenue source right there, if not more. Because I know Marvel ain't selling for shit. Like, you can still force local comic shops to buy your product just so you can get variant covers.
Marvel these days are the old comic books and old graphic novels.
Yeah.
Back in the day when DC and Marvel used to be good.
Oh yeah.
Those are the sellers.
Well, and that's the reason they're forcing everybody to buy. Well, that's why they're forcing everybody to buy the new stuff. You have to hit that threshold just so you can get the reprints. Like, otherwise, there would not be any weekly comics on any local comic shop because they just sit there and collect dust, and this is not like a new thing.
Yeah, no shit. But then, they're having a hard time moving product. But you know what? It's up to the hedge fund guys. They're the one paying you. At least let them get their money's worth.
I don't even know if the hedge funds would touch Diamond at this point in time, because again, you can force the local comic shops to have to buy this many issues of this new #1 that's been rebooted like 5 times just so you can get your normal order. You can only do that for so long before the local comic shops start going out of business, and then
they're already.
I think the local comic shops are switching over to manga as well because they're realizing we're getting fucked over. We don't want to lose our company.
Exactly. Anyway,
at this point in time, might as well start selling Funko Pops as the majority of your business. You'll
really
make a lot more money.
Now,
I say that half jokingly, but I'm not really joking.
Yeah, definitely. Now, again, we have found the Rittenhouse trial, and yesterday Kyle Rittenhouse testified, and he had a PTSD moment while on the stand when describing the situation. Yeah,
well, of course he did. He didn't fucking go there to kill people. He went there to help out.
Yeah, he went there to help out the community he works in. So, I mean, shit. But he didn't. I mean, he was again. It's a case of an ordinary kid being placed in an extraordinary situation. It's like a Hitchcock film. But
if you ask me, that kid should have been given a medal.
I agree. But a lot of these blue checks have been mocking his his meltdown, saying it's crocodile tears.
Oh, fuck no.
Oh, but we're gonna concentrate on one in particular. Queen James. I take it by y'all's silence. Yet
I'm waiting for the fucking thing to show up.
Jesus Christ! But
Yeah, I'm gonna hold
The
my.
live's worse here than it is on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my tongue on this one until you go through the whole story, because I have a few choice words for this particular story. Because I'll save it for later, and you might want to get that rant warning going.
Oh yeah. So here's the tweet.
Fuck you, LeBron James. Here's my middle finger, motherfucker.
You know, I know he's 18 right now, but he's still a kid that got through a very traumatic episode. The kid, I think from his point of view, that kid was if he didn't do what he did, he'd probably be dead.
No shit, this was life or death situation. Kyle Rittenmouse is a fucking hero. He needs his medal, and he needs to be found not guilty.
Which I think he will be. Mostly because the prosecution turned out to be fucking so inept at trying to get got you questions, especially that jag-off banger.
Yeah, did you hear about the do you play Call of Duty questions?
Oh God!
Yeah.
I want
Where is it going?
I want to drive up to Kenosha myself and smack the guy.
It's like, Call of Duty lets you kill people. Like, the Rittenmouse is like, Call of Duty is just a video game, man. It's not real life. What the fuck?
Don't they feature AR-15s predominantly in the game? No, they don't.
Because AR-15 is not a war weapon. It looks cool. It looks cool, fine, but it's not a war weapon.
Yeah. Armor Light Rifle Model 15 is a semi-automatic civilian issue rifle. It is not a weapon of war, and no military on the planet uses it.
If they did, they'd be laughed right the fuck out.
Exactly.
Your poorest armies in the world uses AK-47s.
Yeah, really.
More deadly, higher caliber, and, oh, by the way, cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said,
I'm not gonna get into a gun. I'm not gonna get into a gun nut argument, but
automatic fire instead of just we're stuck with a bang bang bang. No, this is
yeah.
With an AK.
By the way, a fully automatic 7.62 high caliber weapon that has 7 moving fucking parts.
Yeah.
Do you see the cost of fucking just the accessories for an AR-15, let alone the internals? An AR-15 is a maintenance-intensive, expensive weapon.
Yeah.
It ain't cheap.
Yeah, Kalashnikov, on the other hand, not so much. Yeah.
Why would people buy?
The Kalashnikov was made specifically to be mass-produced at cost and cheap. It is a cheap fucking gun. It's stamped.
Yeah.
It's stamped steel.
Why would they buy a fucking AR-15 if it was so fucking expensive to maintain?
Yeah, really.
Because the AR-15 is an effect.
A fucking pump action rifle and just be called a day.
AR-15s are accurate and effective weapons, but they are expensive to maintain. I don't favor them. I'm much happier with a internal magazine 357 Savage or a 30-06 Marlin, bolt action or lever action. It cheaper, easier to maintain. But some people like the fact that the AR-15 platform can take certain types of attachments. It comes in a wide variety of calibers, comes in a wide variety of different options. It can be ambidextrous. Like, there are arguments to be made why the AR-15 is a good civilian rifle.
Yeah.
Keyword, civilian rifle.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, well, for my newbie ass, I'd probably go for a simple rifle that's pump action,
Yeah.
easy to maintain.
You can get cheap AR-15s. They're just not nearly as good, and you have to spend a lot of time sighting them in. You have to make sure they're maintained properly. Like, you have to clean them after every firing. Like, they're kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, and I gotta ask a question to LeBron. Where were you when Kyrie Where were you when Kyrie and Enes Kanter was talking about your Chinese masters and their refusal to get the jab? Yeah, you shut up and dribbled then, did ya? Fucking clown.
Well, let's be honest. LeBron only reads the first 2 pages of every book he's ever been seen reading.
Yeah, no shit.
Man, a lot of you fucking assholes need to get told to fuck off.
Yeah.
Fired. Have their careers tossed into the fucking furnace.
Yeah. And this is the good thing. It seems the NBA is slowly but surely unfucking itself.
One can
I wouldn't hold my hopes up, because considering they could just easily go to the hedge funds and ask for money from there.
That's true. I mean, they pretty much pissed off their Chinese masters to the point they're probably ain't gonna do business with them no more. But yeah, they might go to the hedgies. But still, some of these players.
I don't trust any of these big official sports venues. I know you love them, but my nerdy ass does not.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean,
football goes out the next day, like it goes extinct. I wouldn't really care.
Yeah,
My father would.
Yeah, I only watch sports just because it's good. It's good shit posting material. But
I do have a rant for Queen James whenever we're done with this.
All right, you know what?
I ran away.
You know what? Hold on. let me find the button here. All right. Fire when ready.
So, LeBron, the fucking Chinese bitch James. I have a fucking question for your entitled millionaire prick fucking ass. Have you ever actually been in a situation where you thought your life was in danger? Do you have any fucking experience with death? Do you know what PTSD is or what it does to people or how they react in situations when they have to recant or recall something that has been traumatic? I highly fucking doubt it, because like most of these fucking millionaire, billionaire fucking athletes, y'all are the most entitled fucking pricks on the goddamn planet. Well, here's a fucking story for you. In fact, I have 2. When I was in 8th grade, I got fucking attacked by 4 fucking high schoolers who are much larger than me. I got jumped, I got fucking kicked to the ground, I got my head kicked in, I got fucking stabbed in the back of the head, I spent 24 hours in the fucking hospital. I had staples in my head. How do you think I felt when I was trying to fucking recall shit when I was up on the stand? Oh, I couldn't. Why? Because my adrenaline was so fucking high, and the fact that I'd been kicked and stabbed in the back of the fucking head, that it was nearly impossible. People have different fucking reactions to traumatic experiences. Kyle's turned out to be fucking a panic attack with hyperventilating. Mine was uncontrollable laughter. But someone like you, LeBron fucking James, wouldn't understand this shit. Why? Because you've never experienced it before in your life, but you fucking bitch and moan and cry the second you get a fucking scrape on your elbow. I don't want to hear you fucking saying like, oh boy, he ate a bunch of fucking lemon heads before he showed up on the stand. Shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down, you hollow Jersey bitch. Oh, and if that's not fucking enough, have you ever woken up to somebody dead? Eyes wide open, blank stare? Hear the fucking breath leave their fucking lungs? I bet you haven't been through that either. Probably because you have enough fucking money to afford decent medical attention that this would never probably happen to anybody that you actually care about, even if it was a hereditary condition that you have absolutely no control over, because you have been blessed. But sure, tell me again how fucking America is racist, doesn't provide any opportunities, all black people are oppressed, while you fucking sit there in your ivory tower screeching from your pulpit about how all these horrible things happen to people who shouldn't happen to and this and that, when you haven't been through jack shit. I don't want to see you fucking open your goddamn mouth, you fucking entitled little piece of shit. Shut the fuck up, dribble the ball, make your fucking free throw, and stop commenting on shit that you don't know a goddamn thing about, because the more and more you do, the more and more you prove how much of a fucking scumbag you are. You fucking little dirtbag dung beetle fuckwit. Now go back to reading and actually finishing the fucking autobiography of Malcolm X and shut the fuck up.
If he read that whole book cover to cover, he would actually probably be like on like a Hotep's podcast. You know what I mean?
If you read the whole fucking book and actually comprehended what he had to say, because Malcolm X would stand against everything LeBron stands for right now.
Exactly, and he shouldn't.
Which eventually caused Malcolm X to get killed by his own people.
Yeah, and here's the thing: he has no fucking room to talk about people crying, because as you can see, yeah, look.
Yeah, he's a crying little fucking bitch. For somebody that likes to talk so big and everything, the dude is a fucking pussy. Shut the fuck up and dribble, LeBron. You're a fucking little bitch boy.
What did he do? Lost the fucking game and now he's crying?
Yeah. You know what?
Hey, you know what I would like to see? I would like to see fucking Tara Reid fucking get in the ring with LeBron James. We'll see how fucking quick he can cry.
Yeah.
My money's on Tara Reid. I'll slap fucking $10,000 on Tara Reid in a heartbeat.
You mean Tara LaRosa?
Or yeah, Tara LaRosa. Sorry, not Tara. Tara LaRosa.
So then again, Tara Reid would probably beat his ass too. Tara Reid would probably beat his ass too. What's up,
guys? I'd like to see them go to. I'd like to see someone go to the Rikita show and get Drex to fight LeBron James.
Oh, that wouldn't even be a fight. It'd be a show, but it wouldn't be a fight.
It would be an execution. Yeah. You know what? Since I got this up there, I might as well play this. Kiss my ass, Queen James.
Here's your fight dog. As much as I do dislike the Paul brothers, get Jake Paul, Logan Paul up there, have them as the opener, then fucking do LeBron versus Tara LaRosa, and then do fucking Joe Rogan versus Cenk Uygur. Make that pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Make that pay-per-view. You'll see a shit ton of money roll in.
Yeah. Thanks for the championship in Cleveland, but now you can kindly fuck off, LeBron. Bye!
Yo, this reminds me of who's that fucking arrogant ass football player that goes around going, my racism?
Kaepernick?
Yeah, have you seen his latest commercial?
I don't want to even know.
I haven't seen the commercial. I know he did that freaking god-awful Netflix documentary, which is just one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Cut the
one where
combine.
he's like showing off how the
combine is slavery
are being sold off like slaves.
Yeah, that
like
was
that.
his
For
that was
millions
his
of
Netflix
dollars.
documentary.
And they get paid millions of dollars. Slaves didn't get paid jack shit.
God, I love how Crowder did his segment on that.
That was funny.
The old show called Roots.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, they tied up Kaepernick to a tree, and they got the comedian guy to be like the whipping guy. Only there was no whipping.
Yeah.
He's basically said, "Now I can't do the 50 million." Kaepernick is like, acting like he's being whipped.
Yeah, really.
But I can do 30 million.
Yeah. But is it?
Christ.
So I know this is slightly off topic, but I just have to ask this question because I've been wondering this. Have you seen clips from Kaepernick's documentary where he's
I
talking about all
have.
this shit?
It's just
Yeah,
dumb
I've seen it in Louder and Crowder.
Is it just me, or the way that he acts, like his mannerisms, where like he's trying to talk, and they have the background, then he like sits down on the chase lounge, and he's like, "It's like, dude, are you trying to emulate an Old Spice commercial? Because this is what this
he
looks
ain't
like."
smooth. He ain't smooth at all, that fucking clown. Anyway,
God, I wish it was an Old Spice commercial.
yeah. Moving on. Let's talk about a couple kings. Our first one is being Chris Pratt. He's talking about what keeps him, what steals him against the woke. He talks about his faith. He says, let's see here, and I think he's married to Catherine Schwarzenegger. Who was it? Yeah, what is that? One of Arnold's daughters or something? Shit. Looks more like probably looks like more like her mother, Maria Shriver or something. But
Pratt refuses to bend the knee to the woke cancel crowd mob. Says his Christian faith helps him overcome social media backlash. Amen to that.
yeah. So he goes, guys, for real, look how she's looking at me. I mean, find you somebody that looks at you like that. He wrote about his wife. You know, we met in church. She's given me an amazing life, a gorgeous, healthy daughter. She chews so loudly that sometimes I put my earbuds to drown it out. But that's love. She helps me with everything. In return, periodically I open a jar of pickles. That's the trade. Her heart is pure. It belongs to me. My greatest treasure next to my Ken Griffey Jr. Upper Deck rookie card, which if you know it's saying a lot. It's her birthday in 6 weeks. So if I don't get her anything, I tell her to look back on this post. Love you, honey. Aww.
That is lovely.
Yeah.
Those who are perpetually miserable cannot allow someone to be happy.
This man is a king. This is what, folks, this is what a king looks like. You got a loving wife. Not one of these fucking thoughts. He's not he may be working in Hollywood, but he's not letting that shit get to his head. I mean, with all the bullshit he probably puts up with on set with all these woke assholes. I mean, give the man a medal. I'm surprised he didn't get Gina Carano'd, but still, give the man a medal. So apparently they get all triggered about this shit, and then probably for and also his son Jack was born 2 months premature.
Dang.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. And they said that was disrespect to both his ex-wife, I think, give a healthy daughter. Oh, that's what happened. They think he's taking a swipe at his ex-wife Anna Faris. He's like, Jack had a few surgeries. He had a few hernia surgeries. He had a few eye surgeries. He has a little heart issue as well.
Wait, how can they construe that as taking a swipe at his ex?
I don't think it is. It isn't.
It's not. It's not.
It's not.
It's because these people hate the idea that anybody's not as miserable as they are. They have to drag you down to their level. It's the proverbial crab in a fucking bucket
Crabs
mentality.
in a bucket. Misery loves company.
And that's the thing. This I don't know, what was it, an Instagram post or something?
It was an Instagram post.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with his ex-wife or his son. He's just happy for his wife and his newborn daughter. The two are not related. But these people immediately have to spin it and construe it in some way where they can take a dump on somebody that they don't like because they perceive him to be one thing or the other, which, yeah, we know that Chris Pratt is a Christian, but I don't even know if he's conservative.
Yeah, they don't like it because he's a Christian. I mean, they hate anybody that
doesn't. Just because he's a jealous bitch.
Yeah, they don't like anybody that's like a that practices outside their little cult. That's how you know you're dealing with cultists. Because if you...
Let's be honest. When it comes to these types of individuals, it's not that they don't like anybody that practices outside of their cult. It's a little more broad than that. It's they don't like anybody that they can't shame into compliance. That's really what it's about. And Chris Pratt just gives him the middle finger. Is like, yeah, screw you. I'm not going to let you dictate how I live my life. And oh, by the way, I'm happy and you're not. So that really pisses them off.
Yeah.
Well, I bet it would. By the way, how is my volume?
Oh, you're
good.
You're coming in clear, but that's the whole thing, you know.
Okay, that because he was acting weird again. So.
Yeah, and that's why they don't like people like Chris Pratt. That's why they go after people like John De La Rosa, Brian Niedermeyer, because both of them they're great creators. But they're also devout. They're devout Christians as well, you know. And like I said, I'm not of the faith. But you know what? I commend them for following that faith and not getting too They don't get too preachy about it, thank God. But you know what? God bless them. You know, they're very good. They're very good men. And it sucks they get a lot of shit because they can because they practice their faith with pride and happiness, you know?
Well, I'm right there with you. Like, I'm not the most religious person in the world. I have some idea. I'm not an atheist. Like, I do believe there is something. Like, I do believe there's something. It's just my personal mentality on it is I'm only human and I'm not going to pretend to know what that something is, but I believe in something.
Yeah.
But if Christianity, religion, if that works for you and that makes you happy and that makes the people around you happy, then by all means, Godspeed, be my guest. Do what's best for you.
Yeah, like, clap your hands, stomp your feet.
Yeah, it's not my place to judge. Like, it's really what it boils down to is these people just can't stand other people not being miserable, especially if especially if they see it. Let's be blunt. These people are envious. They want what he has, and the fact that he has it and they don't pisses them off. So they'll do anything they can in their power to try to destroy it. And the fact that it's not working is just feeding into their own misery, and he's not letting it affect him. That's why they're upset.
Yeah, it's funny. Most of these people that are like Chris Pratt, I mean, they're very joyful people, and it's like their faith makes them happy. But when you have people that follow the woke cult, it makes them completely miserable and self-righteous. It's disgusting.
It is. Isn't it weird? At least to me, it's weird that you see individuals who go after people like Chris Pratt, and they attack him over what? Like, let's really boil it down to the most base concept of why they're upset with him. Because the dude doesn't talk about his personal politics. And if I remember correctly, at least one person mentioned something where he was actually an Obama voter, or he was like supporting Obama or something like that. So I'm not even sure that he's a diehard Trump supporter or a conservative. If anything, he's
probably apathetic.
He strikes me as... Wait, I was going to say, he strikes me as somebody who's politically disengaged. Like, he seems like he cares more about his family and his faith. I don't think he really takes the time to even focus on politics.
That's true. And that's how it usually is with men of the faith. They care about their family, you know?
So I guess kind of the point I'm making here is the people that are just constantly going after Chris Pratt, like, what has the guy actually done to you aside from he's happy? Like, again, it strikes me as envy and hive mind mentality. Like, they just hate him because we don't like this guy for reasons.
It's ridiculous.
It's absurd, but that's the side of the coin we're talking about. They're just miserable people who want to drag everybody else down and be miserable with them. To which case, I hope you find happiness at some point in the future, because it'll be more beneficial for you and then society as a whole. But in the meantime, I hope you break out of your misery funk, because it ain't helping anyone.
Oh no. Anyway, let's talk about another king. Matthew McConaughey. Now, I would say I wouldn't say he's based, etc. But I'll tell you this right now. He basically says that I ain't gonna give my kid vaccine. He's not a fan of the mandates, but then all of a sudden they started coming at him.
No surprise there.
Yeah.
Well, he basically said, "I'm not going to vaccinate my kid."
Because in most cases, again, in most cases it's not necessary. But I think the problem here is most people are treating this vaccine like it's some sort of religious sacrament now. That's another thing that we're talking about when we talk about cult shit. Now we're using medical procedures as sacraments.
You're not
It's
wrong.
crazy. It's a mad world out there.
And we do live in a current state of society where the hive mind is strong and far-reaching.
Yeah. Everybody let's pay the tithe. But he does support mask mandates, and that's like okay. That's the problem with his face divers sound like hijab rules, but I will say this. I will say this though. I like this sentence right here because he pretty much said the quiet part out loud. Everybody, let's pay the tithe. Put one on. We're trying to figure this out as we go. The sign is changing as we go. Yeah. You basically showed your ass there, buddy. But still, I do appreciate him not going along with jab me, jab everybody bullshit, you know. And then
I appreciate the honesty.
I'm seeing the commercials where they're telling you it's jab little kids. I'm like, fuck no. We still don't know the long-term effects of these things.
Yeah.
We're not going to for a long time.
Yeah. So basically it's this. He said, on one side of the left was trying to raise up every number and anyone that died with a common cold, they said, blame it on COVID, raise the numbers. The other side saying, no, none of this would have happened. COVID's not getting anybody. And now we're 9 weeks into college football in America. We just had Wimbledon. We just had the Premier Cup. I was just sitting there thinking that these are super spreader events. Can't believe we're doing Doomsday is coming so far 12 weeks later. Those don't seem like super spreader events. So basically, I think he was originally a Covidian, but then he looks at it as like, wait a minute, something's off here.
Something doesn't add up.
This
he's finally getting Blue's Clues now?
This is what we call a red pilling moment, folks. When you realize something that doesn't, if you realize something that doesn't match the bullshit, then you start asking questions.
I know it's not 100% appropriate, but the get excited for next product and consume product really does apply here, actually.
It does.
Yeah, and that's horrifying.
Yeah, with the exception being they want to make it mandatory. They want to make it mandatory.
Which is even more horrifying because when we're talking about consume product, getting excited for more product, it's usually just some mindless entertainment shit. In this case, it's about a fucking vaccine that can alter your fucking genetic information.
Exactly.
If you're going through the mRNA vaccines.
And it could cause some problems. Like I said before, it can cause some heart problems, and that's one of the reasons why I don't want to get that shit, because there's heart disease in both sides of my family.
I don't need a fucking heart problem right now with my fat ass.
Yeah, I got heart problems on both. I got heart problem history in my family on both sides, and God knows what else it can do. So I ain't fucking with that shit.
I don't need to take that shit and then have a heart attack and die.
Yeah, like I said, here's what my position is. I'll wait a few years, and if you ain't turning into Titans, or if you're not turning into Titans, I'll consider it.
Well, I'm just saying, after I seen that nurse who just took the fucking shot, and then like minutes later fucking fainted, I'm like,
Nope.
No, not for me. Fuck
I was
that.
like, nope.
She died, by the way. She didn't just faint. She died.
Oh my god.
She actually died?
Yeah, she died.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Yeah. You're talking about the nurse who got the vaccine and was doing the press conference and then fainted on stage while no, she died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
No.
Yeah, the media didn't cover that. This is why I love my Twitter feed. I don't know why I have as many Twitter followers as I do, but I do get information that the mainstream media will never cover. Nah, she died like a day or two later.
Of course.
Fuck me.
Damn.
Now, of course, they won't release the information as to why she died, but she was, according to her records, perfectly healthy.
They don't. Yeah, they don't want another Colin Powell situation to happen.
All of that aside, though, there's something I haven't seen a lot of people talk about in regards to this, and I actually do find it very concerning.
Yeah.
With the whole whether you're for the vaccine, against the vaccine, it's not my business. I say this, I'll say it again, just because I make a habit of it. I'm not a doctor. I don't know you. I don't know your medical status.
Exactly.
Talk to your doctor. Do what you think is best for you. It's your decision. It's not my decision. I really don't care what you want to do one way or the other.
Yeah,
it's your choice.
Yeah, I always say, listen, you want to get the jab, go for it. If not, fine. I mean, you do at your own risk, but I'm not going to force you. But what I don't like doing is some scumbag, especially someone who probably doesn't even know where he is half the time, trying to force you into something you don't want to do. It's very despotic.
The thing that concerns me is this, and I've seen this behavior amongst people, not just that I know, like, via social media or the internet or talking on YouTube, but people I know, like, personally, like, people I've talked to at the bar who I've known for years, and they're almost showing signs of addiction, where it's like, oh, they just came out with the shingle vaccine, or there's a new flu shot, or this, that. I'm going to go get one tomorrow. I'm going to call them right now. It's like,
oh, God, no, that's not
good. Scary.
Yeah, it's like, but I've noticed it, because my investor mind, my market mentality is I look at what people are buying. I look at what people are talking about. I look at what they're saying. Like, what news channel are you watching? What phone are you watching? Or what phone are you using to watch stuff on? What are you talking about? What's the next thing that excites you? Like, this is how I figure out market trends and what the next thing to invest is going to be. Hey, I did this back when the iPod was making a comeback and I decided to invest in Apple. I focus on trends because markets are fundamentally driven by psychology, because without psychology, this is why marketing is an important thing, advertising is an important thing, because it can get you to buy certain things, and those companies that are better at advertising are going to be more successful. Like Black Rifle Coffee Company, whether you like them or dislike them, they're going public, and I know when they do, they're going to be a direct challenger to Starbucks. They already are. I'm probably going to try to get in on them because I know they have a large market potential in the future. But it's the same type of psychology that you have to look at. And when I see people talking about vaccines, if they're talking about vaccines like it's, their favorite sports team or their favorite energy drink, it's like,
it's nonsense. It's fucking nonsense.
Well, how do you stop this shit?
Don't know. I mean, the problem is I think they got so conditioned to the fear that they'll probably chase it like it's a goddamn, like they got a heroin addiction.
And that's why it's scary, because you have people who are positions of authority, whether you think they should be there or not, it's not the point. But you constantly are being fed this narrative. You've got the fear mongering up, and then, oh, by the way, hey, we can save you. You just have to do this. You have to do that. And then people just line up in droves for it because they're so conditioned to believe, like, I believe everything that the fancy television box tells me. Like, the people in the suit and the tie and everything are saying this, and
the lab
they don't
coat.
question. Yeah, they don't question anything. And they think like, oh, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. And you feed that narrative to people for, several months in a row nonstop. And then all of a sudden, but you won't die if I give you this. And they flock to it. I don't know how you break that type of conditioning. I really don't.
Yeah,
outside of my pay grade.
Yeah, it's some Jim Jones shit, if you ask me.
But it is scary. I mean, you have people who are hardcore about the vaccine, then the second they drop the like, oh, we have a shingles vaccine, and it's like, I'm gonna get in line. I'm gonna be one of the first ones to get it. It's like, do you need it? No.
Yeah.
Well,
and the,
have you ever?
and the sad part is, the big pharma's gonna get their money even from these fools.
Well, it really is terrifying. I know someone who got the shingle vaccine and a flu shot the same day. Not for any real reason. The flu's not even. It wasn't even in flu season. This was like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
Is that even safe to mix vaccines like that?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Well, anyway, we're getting off the rails here, but I will say this: I really appreciate Matthew McConaughey for basically slowly realizing the grift, and I hope you keep down this path because, like I said, I think he's a genuinely decent guy. I think he's trying to figure way out of that fucking bubble, which is a good thing. So, and I hope more celebrities find their way out of that mess as well. So. Anyway, so moving on. Well, PAX South is no more because of the coup. So basically they said, because of that reality compounded by the impact of the coup, we had made a difficult decision to bring PAX out to an end for the foreseeable future. Doubtful. I'm gonna press X on that one. The heart of PAX South lives on, incredible memories, blah 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 blah. We already know why you don't want to do PAX, but before I reveal that reason, thoughts please.
Bring
I
back
don't really
Rainforest.
care about PAX, so this is like a nothing to me.
Same here. I mean, I
Like,
don't.
even that they put out rainbow coloring on their icon,
Yeah,
I say good riddance.
the fact that, that's because they've been pretty woke for a while, and I'm like,
Yeah,
you go
it's
to,
not a woke fest. So
you go to, you
if
go
it
to,
goes out, it goes out. I don't care.
yeah,
It's just one less fucking woke fest for me to have to deal with.
yeah, really. And the thing here is, when you go to a convention nowadays, it's like playing a game of Russian roulette. Because if you talk to the wrong person, they're gonna claim that you harassed them and blah 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 blah. Conventions have become such dumpster fires even before the coup happened.
Oh God, yes they have.
I mean,
There's literally no point in having a fucking convention anymore.
yeah,
There's no point in having a con.
Yeah, I used to go to cons, right? Now, like 10 years ago, they were fun to go to, right? But as time wore on, it's like the last one I went, I don't know if it was either Midwest or Wizard World, but it felt empty, you know? Oh, I think I know where I went last time. C2E2. I believe that was in 2017. I felt fucking, and it felt empty. It's like I was gonna go to C2E2. I was gonna film myself there, etc. But it's like I go there. It's like, what the fuck? There's no joy in this shit. And the sad part
because
about
all the fun shit been kicked out.
yeah, and the sad part about cons is if you ever go to a con, it's like it doesn't matter how cold it is. It could be like 50 below outside, right? You go in there, it feels like you're in the middle of a goddamn rainforest. You're sweating up like a motherfucker. And then
all the people James Packer with each other.
Yeah. Not only that, not only that, you also get like, because of all the sweat and shit, you get the BO factor. Now, when I went to cons, I always carried a small bottle of Axe body spray, just so whenever I'm talking to someone, I'm not smelling like a goddamn Viking. Okay? But it's like you go there, you stick around long enough, you get that oh dear there, you know? It's like a Calcutta during rush hour.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of cons to begin with. I think the last one I went to was in like
I'm with
2014
you right there
or
because
15.
Yeah, that's when it
when I
started
was
to
a
get really
teenager,
bad.
I wanted to go experience a con, but I never had the chance nor the money because the cons were always doing things outside of my state. So I grew up without a con.
Yeah.
But now I'm looking back at it, I'm like, bullets, dodge.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I went to. I forgot which one it was. It was the one that was either in DC or it was in Baltimore. And to be honest, it's like, okay, some of the cosplay was good. There's some stuff I could find to buy that I would normally not be able to find. It was overpriced as shit. I only ended up buying like a statue or something. Like, it's fun to do once, but for me personally, I just didn't really see the appeal. It's like, I'd rather go to a concert.
Yeah, really.
I'd rather go see Combi Christ or Leonard Skinner or Cold Chamber. Like,
Yeah.
that's fine. I'm cool with that, but just
make sure there's
The
no
con-
festival seating there.
Oh, I got some good tickets. At least I knew some people who were kind of. I knew someone who was involved in a tattoo shop in Maryland that got me basically free tickets. So it's like, well, yeah, I've got to go.
Yeah, like I said, you don't want to end up like with that Astroworld situation. Fucking festival seating, man. I mean, that's. I mean,
Oh yeah, that shit sucks.
I don't think they should ban it, but the thing is, enter at your own risk, because otherwise you'll get a fucking Riverfront Stadium incident.
Honestly, one of the best things I ever got to see was again, I managed to get free tickets because networking's a good thing. It's good to know certain people. You get perks from time to time. But I got to see Lord of the Rings: Return of the King in an outdoor stadium where they normally do like live orchestra performances and stuff like that. So it was Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, but it was with a live orchestra performing the music.
That's fucking nice, man.
Dude, it was awesome. And I think it was the DC City Orchestra. So it's like one of the best orchestras in the world. And they're performing the whole soundtrack live for Lord of the Rings. It was fucking awesome. Like, it sounds lame, but it's actually really
it's
fucking
not.
cool.
It's if it's a live orchestra doing the soundtrack, that's great.
Oh, dude, it's
That is great.
to this day, it's actually probably one of the best experiences I've had, second only to, I have to say it, when I went to Ram's Head Live in Baltimore, we got to see American Head Charge, which, this is funny, their lead singer didn't show up because I guess he got high and then got lost. And so
Hello,
it was-
Cleveland.
Yeah, so everyone was like, where the fuck's the vocalist? And they were even asking the audience, does anybody know the lyrics? I feel bad for these guys. Like, dude, they were...
So
I feel really bad for them.
So the
Like,
lead singer was having his Spinal Tap moment, huh?
yeah. No, dude, I felt so bad for these guys. Like, you could see they were just trying to do what they could to get
It was
by.
like, what the fuck, man?
But they had a...
Lord singer.
But they had a Combi Christ was there, which if you're into industrial and you haven't seen Combi Christ live, they put on a fucking awesome live show. Like, dude, those guys are fucking... They are great. They are a really, really, really good show. They perform very well. But Filter was also there. If you don't... hey, man, nice shot.
Oh yeah, I know who. I know.
Oh,
who
yeah.
Filter is.
And then the lead was Cold Chamber.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not really into that industrial shit, but hell, there's worse.
Oh, dude, it was a great fucking show. I mean, the Leonard Skinner show was cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, I liked seeing Leonard Skinner live. Yeah, big truck. But no, honestly, Cold Chamber being the lead, like, they were good. Filter was good. But honestly, the best live performance that I've ever seen has been Cold Chamber. And
Go,
those
boo.
guys, or sorry, not Cold Chamber, Combi Christ.
On fire. We don't have no water. Let the
Motherfucker burn.
Motherfucker. Good.
Yeah. Anyway, now I think I know the real reason why they nixed PAX South, and the Ministry of Otaku, good account to follow, has pretty much revealed this reason. It's because Greg Abbott basically outlawed mandates.
Yeah, they got fucking salty because the governor of Texas is like, hey, I want to have an economy here. So we're not going to do this mandate shit. Fuck it. I want trade to happen. I want people's lives to get back to normal. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, and this motherfucker had the gall to say, "You want Pac South banned? Vote Abbott out of office next year. It's an excellent start." Sounds like blackmail to me. But then again, socialist black cat. So of course emotional blackmail is usually the weapon of choice when it comes to communists. So, with that said.
Man, that's a clean looking pussy.
Of course it's a fucking furry. I bet you he has a very unhealthy attraction to animals and minors, especially those under the age of 8.
Wasn't there an alternative con that started advertising if you can't go to PAX South, come to our con, and they used Common America?
I think it was Matsuri.
Yeah, they had Common America as like on one of their billboards in Texas.
That's even I like that shit, but the problem, but PAX South, it ain't gonna be missed. I mean, there's better cons down around that area that you can go to, like Matsuri, and, especially Matsuri. I think Matsuri's the big one right now. I mean, there's a couple other cons, but like I said, Matsuri's the business right now. Especially since I think the whole Vic situation, I think Vic basically made that con, in my opinion. Because I haven't heard about Matsuri until Vic Mignogna decided to guest over there. They try to pressure him to cancel him, and Matsuri was like, nope.
Well, funny enough, one of the most I don't care about your woke politics bullshit crowds that you could possibly appeal to happens to be the anime crowd. So, yep. I mean, good job, Funimation and Monica Rial and everybody else involved in that situation.
Yeah.
You played your hand. It just so happened you came out with a dead man's hand.
Yeah, Failimation and freaking Crunchyroll. I mean, it's a wonder, and now you have, I think, anime studios. They're basically going around that shit because they're tired of their garbage. Especially in light of the whole iGuardians fight.
They're going around that shit. Others are being, they're looking over that ESG money.
Well, I would say most anime studios. I think some of them that still do their shit for them, they're probably waiting out their con. They're probably waiting, trying to write out the rest of their contract, and after that, they're like, okay, bye.
Well, also what these politically motivated individuals don't realize about the anime community, not only are we die-hard, and we've been essentially, at this point in time, most of us have grown up on it.
Yeah.
But we've been one of the most diverse communities since we were kids. Like,
yeah.
That's why we have...
Yeah, you can have fucking anime of any fucking type, really.
Yeah. Yeah, and the funny thing is, I do remember time back in the day when anime was very, very niche. You remember buying the manga VH? You remember buying those VHSs, these random VHSs?
Manga was so niche in my area. It was a rarity to fucking rent it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the streamlined translations and the manga entertainment VHSs, especially Ghost of the Shell. That was my favorite. It still is my favorite anime of all time. Even though that it was released like what 25, 26 years ago, it's still kicking. It's still awesome.
Man, I still remember as a kid, I stayed up watching the Sci-Fi Channel so I could watch the Anime Hour.
Oh, by the way, oh yeah,
Back when Sci-Fi Channel was actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I'll do you one better. I think it was in '95. Right, I was like 11 years old. I think they had anime on broadcast television. I believe it was Channel 62, which is now a religious station. But they used to have like some rare shit on there. It was really good. It's really good shit. I wish they stuck with it though.
But this was the sci-fi anime
Yeah.
on the Sci-Fi Channel that was up late at night.
Akira.
It had like nudity in it and like everything.
Oh
So,
yeah,
like,
you're probably. I think the ones it's probably one of the shit that was translated by Streamline. You're talking about some of the anime from the 80s because there was a lot of them.
Yeah,
I think
like Wicked City or something like that.
there's Wicked City. There's Vampire Hunter D, 8-Man After. Let's see who else.
Dude, Vampire Hunter D was the shit.
Yeah, Doom Megalopolis, I believe. Babel the Second.
I have to say, the best animated anime I ever fucking seen of that old classical era was Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust.
Ooh.
My god, that is so fucking beautiful. For
Actually, didn't they-
dystopian, no, basically a post-apocalyptic future Castlevania.
Also, didn't they have a run for a Ninja Scroll?
Yeah, I believe they did. I think it was on. I don't know if they showed it on. They probably didn't, but I do remember renting the VHS a few times. I think I eventually bought it.
I know it was either Ninja Scroll or 3x3 Eyes. It was one of the two.
Three times. It's probably 3x3 Eyes.
My age might be showing, but I just remember two things. First off was every month when I'd get my allowance, I'd go to the mall, I'd go to Suncoast, and I would buy the next VHS that I needed for Outlaw Star. I'm pretty sure I still have the entire VHS series of Outlaw Star somewhere.
I fucking miss Suncoast, man.
Man, I miss Babbage's.
Suncoast, Babbage's, Coconuts. God
Coconuts,
damn.
yeah, people are not gonna. God, we sound old.
We're fucking boomers now.
First time I went to, well, not necessarily the first time I went to Babbage's, but one time I went to Babbage's at my local mall. It had one of their demo. You know, have those little demo.
Those demo screens, yeah, I know. I remember those.
They had Devil May Cry.
Oh, one of my favorite games.
Yes.
So here I am whipping flying fucking skulls as Dante, doing all these backflips, sword slashes, doing all these karate kicks, just destroying fucking floating skulls. And my mother had to kick my ass, literally. Like, hey, there's people waiting behind you. I'm like, oh.
But I'm not done yet.
I ain't done yet.
I'm like, oh shit.
Well, anyway, let's get on to the main event. So anyway, let's get on to the main event here, because we're starting to run a little late, and I want to get on to shitting on YouTube a little. So without further ado, Con Hogan, play us in. I said play us in, Con Hogan. And yeah, so YouTube has decided to take on the ratio by disabling the dislikes.
Bone fucking head.
Hmm.
There is no point of watching a shitty ass video anymore.
Yeah, really.
You might as well just skip it and it's like, well, I ain't gonna fucking give it attention.
Yeah, there goes their views. And this comes to
you know, you need to just Hogan give a fucking down ratio because you know it's fucking cancer.
it is.
And just move on with your fucking life.
Yeah, no shit. It's
Sure,
a shitty.
yeah, click. You know what? No one get much attention. Now they're gonna get no attention.
Oh yeah. And this article comes from is a service of our good friend Nick Monroe, the Post Millennial. If you're watching, really appreciate you on that one. So apparently the stated hope is that users get used to it very quickly. The company signaled that their interest had changed months ago, revealing their initial foray in testing the change to dislike buttons functionality earlier this year. And this is the bullshit right here. Smaller creators and those just getting started, they get unfairly targeted by this behavior. Bullshit!
You know it's bullshit.
Bullshit!
I'm gonna go ahead and drink for that one.
You really want
Yeah.
to give creators a good heads up, YouTube?
Yeah.
Or can you go what you just say?
Yeah. And it goes on to say, we want
What did
to...
you just say?
Yeah, Joku just wanted to have a drink on that one, so anyways,
Okay.
it goes on to say, we want to create an inclusive drink
Oh boy, here we go.
and respectful environment where creators have the opportunity to succeed and feel safe to express themselves. This is just one of the many steps we're taking to continue to protect creators from harassment. Drink.
Bullshit.
Hey,
Well,
Wiki
let's be accurate. Let's be accurate about this, Aaron. Can you reread that statement for me, and I will count.
We want to create an inclusive and respectful
One.
environment where creators have the opportunity to succeed and feel safe to express themselves. This is just one of the many steps we are taking to continue to protect creators from harassment. Our work is not done, and we'll continue to invest here. You're full of shit there, Mama Susan, because I know she's behind this shit.
Well,
Because
using our traditional drinking game rules, in case anybody is following along, that is a whopping 7 drinks.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Yeah. But
I
anyway,
got this is it. You really want to fucking help the small content creators, Susan?
how
How
about
about you stop being a bitch and just let people make videos
Yeah.
without your stupid algorithm getting away?
Yeah.
Or, you know, how about you don't shut down Aaron when
yeah.
his Final Fantasy video was getting popular, or when his Hyper Metroid video was getting popular?
Well, here's the funny part. You want to protect small content creators? You mean the ones that are already shadow banned by the algorithm anyways because you favor large corporate sources instead because YouTube has basically become the next fucking cable network?
Yeah.
Here's a fucking thought. Do you really think that any large YouTubers are actually going after small YouTubers who are shadow banned anyways and they're going to get brigaded outside of any very rare instances where somebody really rips you a new one? Because guess what? It doesn't happen that often. And if you are afraid of getting brigaded and having your dislike to like ratio getting completely destroyed into oblivion, maybe you shouldn't be on fucking YouTube in the first place.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got a question. When was the last time PewDiePie went hunting down small content creators? Oh wait,
Yeah.
fucking never.
If anything, it ain't the small time creators ain't being the ones being harassed by trolls. It's being harassed by YouTube itself. Again, you manipulate they manipulate like goddamn view counts. They bury your ass in the algorithm, and not only that, if they really don't like you, they find some stupid ass excuse to get your video blocked.
I mean,
No
shit.
shit.
I made a dig at Amazing Lucas on the Mad Dodge Productions channel not once, but twice. Did I get brigaded by Amazing Lucas or his followers? I got like 1 or 2 saying something in the comment section, which was dumb, which I responded to, but I didn't get brigaded. It got a lot of views, it got a lot of watches, and you know what happens as a result of it? Not only do people watch our videos, they also go and watch Amazing Lucas.
Exactly.
So it actually benefits both of us. I can talk shit all I want. I do believe my criticisms are fair, but he didn't brigade me, which he easily could have. Still much larger. I mean, we're like on Mad Dodge Productions, we're only 2,000 subs compared to his like 300K.
Yeah, really.
But he didn't brigade me. He didn't review bomb me. I had a few of his fans like come and try to say some stupid shit, and it's like, okay, yeah, whatever. Trolls on the internet with
Yeah.
stupid opinions. I don't fucking care. It doesn't. Unless you're that mentally unstable to the point where you can't stand seeing a video get fucking, you know, a 10-to-1 like to dislike ratio.
You get ratioed.
Yeah, but if that's going to be a detriment to your mental health, it's not that you shouldn't
Walk
just
away.
be on YouTube. You shouldn't be on the internet in general.
Yeah.
Like seriously, dude. Like, go sit outside, have a drink.
Yeah, go
Calm
touch
down.
grass.
not even touch grass, just like enjoy the breeze, the wind is nice, have a drink, calm down, the internet is not real life,
Exactly.
and take a step back for a moment, and then like wait a day or two, and then go make another video and watch it get 10 to 1 likes to dislikes.
Yeah. And oddly enough,
folks.
let me show you this. Look at the fucking dislikes on this.
Oh yeah, they video trying to prevent dislike review brigading gets brigaded.
By the way, I'm waiting for it to pop the fuck up because the lag here is worse than YouTube.
Yeah, I know, but still, 42,000 fucking dislikes to 9,400 likes. Good God.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
People hate that shit.
Yeah, really.
It's like the same thing with YouTube's, their past couple of YouTube Rewind videos. It's just, they're completely out of touch. They become corporate shills, and it pisses off the community that helped build your fucking platform, Susan.
Yeah, but of course... Yeah.
-5 stars!
That's how I give this shit. But here's the thing, but they're not going to do anything about it. They're just going to sit in their bubble. They're like fucking Principal Skinner. It's like, oh, it's the trolls that are the problem. And you know why, right?
Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
And that's the thing, they don't care. They're getting fucking late night fucking
got
Jimmy
Alphabet
Kimmel
money.
and fucking CNN money.
Yeah, they get ESG money, get Jimmy Kimmel money, fucking Stephen Colbert, guys that no one gives a fuck about. But the funny part is, with all this exposure they're getting, I gotta ask them a question. How the fuck Greg Gutfield keeps spanking your ass every night?
Well, and here's the funny part. The vast majority of people that watch any of Colbert or Kimmel's clips on YouTube only watch them so they can dislike it. They get more views on YouTube than they do on their actual primetime late-night shows.
If they don't see the dislike counter, what's the fucking point of watching these boring-ass fuck shows?
Yeah, really.
And that's why YouTube doesn't... That's why YouTube is really stupid for doing this, because the vast majority of these clicks that... whether it's like Joy Reid or Rachel Maddow or Jimmy Kimmel or Stephen Colbert or Trevor Noah,
you get
they're gonna lose all their. Well, they're gonna lose all their clicks. They're gonna lose at least half their clicks because the only reason people click on that shit is just to leave a snarky edgelord comment and hit a dislike, and then they'll click off of it.
Exactly. Then call it a day. But now their view counts are gonna crater like a motherfucker. And they're gonna say, why is no one seeing our videos? Oh, that's okay. We'll just push the algorithm in the front. Hell, they might even create views out of thin air.
And that's the reason when I'm searching for stuff, I don't click on CNN or Fox News or even Tucker Carlson. I don't want to give my click to a mainstream source. If I wanted to watch that, I'd turn on my fucking TV. There's a reason I go to YouTube, and it's not to see Don Lemon or Tucker Carlson or Hannity or anybody else.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We go to YouTube to escape from TV.
Yeah, really. I mean, I miss fucking YouTube from like back in the day when I first started off in around 2008. I miss. But now it's like
we're going to Odysee, we're going to BitChute, we're going to Rumble to escape from YouTube.
Yeah, that's what's fucked up.
Well, it's because YouTube went corporate. It's like, again, do I dislike Tucker or Don Lemon or Matt Hour? It's irrelevant. I don't care.
Tucker's
I'm not
okay.
going to YouTube. Tucker's alright. Yeah, Tucker's fine. But the thing is, I'm not going to YouTube to watch Tucker. I'm going to YouTube to watch Crowder if we want to, or Crowder or Mark Dice if we want to go with some of the bigger names.
Yeah.
Or even Salty Cracker. But I'm going there to watch people like Mr. Obvious. I'm going there to watch people like Liberal Hive Mind. Like, I'm going there to watch people who aren't mainstream.
Yeah, Nikki Rackets. I'll give you a good example. Nikki Rackets.
Liberty Doll.
Yeah, Nikki Rackets' stream on the Rittenhouse trial. It hit about over 70,000 watching at the time, beating out all the mainstreamers.
Exactly. We're not going to YouTube because we want to see any mainstream source. We're going there because we want people like Rikita, Salty Cracker, Mr. Obvious,
No shit.
Black Conservative Perspective, Anthony Bryan Logan.
Give you the honest opinion.
Yeah, Raging Golden Eagle, fucking Ryan Kinnell, Jeremy Griggs, Quartering, you name it.
Yeah, even amongst the bigger names, and they're pulling in better numbers than any of the mainstream can.
Yeah,
I mean,
despite
you look at some of the numbers Jeremy gets on some of his shows, like whether it's Geeks and Gamers or The Quartering. I mean, they're blowing the mainstream out of the water when it comes to consistent viewership.
Yeah.
That's what we want, because that's what we're there for.
Yeah, and this is despite the fact that I think they're getting shadow banned as well. I think the only reason they're getting all these numbers is because they got so many loyal viewers. They got theirs before Mama Susan closed the fucking book on them. Shit.
Yeah, they were first come, first served.
And the sad part is now I think it's going to get to a point where they're going to start outright banning them. Because they're already doing that to Chiseled Adonis. And Chiseled Adonis is fucking amazing. You ever seen his fucking commentary?
Well, the thing is, this is gonna backfire on them because all the mainstream commentators that they're trying to appease, this move is just one step further in a direction that's going to destroy their views and their clicks, what they actually already managed to get, because you're getting rid of one of the major incentives that people even click on those videos to begin with, and it's basically just to shit on them. But it's going to be followed up with these mainstream media outlets, like I guess the best example currently right now is Tim Pool, where the mainstream media is absolutely terrified of the guy because he's doing better than they are and he's doing a better job than they can do. So they want to get him completely, absolutely destroyed. And if that happens, it's not going to drive viewership to these mainstream channels. They're not going to click on it. They're just going to go somewhere else.
They'll just fuck off to Odysee. They'll fuck off to Rumble. They'll fuck off to VidShoot. That's exactly.
Or they'll go directly
into fucking Rumble. The same thing with Crowder too.
Well, or they'll go directly to Tim Pool's website.
Go to Rumble.
Yeah, if you want to set up your own websites.
Yeah, so what's going to happen is it's not going to help the mainstream that that YouTube is trying to capitulate to and bend the knee for. It's not going to get them any more clicks. It's not going to destroy their competition. The competition is just going to go somewhere else.
Yeah, you're driving underground.
Yeah, and their followers, the people that actually view these people, because they're not there because they're taking away viewership from CNN or anything. They're there because they're following Tim Pool or Mark Dice or Steven Crowder. They're following these people for them. They're technically not in direct competition because they never were.
Exactly.
So
what it's going to do is, though, it's going to screw over YouTube as well. Like, YouTube's shooting themselves in the foot right now.
Do right now is focus is actually attacking on entertainers.
Yeah. Now, here's the real reason I think they're doing this. Like, and Libs of TikTok pretty much put it to you this way. Take a look. Take a look at Brandon right here. 405 likes, 4,000 dislikes. He's getting ratioed. Fauci trailer. 8,000 likes, 128,000 dislikes. Mayor Pete.
You know it's the elites that are hating on this because the elites are like, wow, they really hate me. Fuck this shit.
Yeah,
this
so
hurt my feelings.
Yeah, so now they ask YouTube to put the damn thumb on the scale. And then of course, look at this cringe shit. This is cringe. 34,000 dislikes on Colbert's little propaganda garbage.
Which one?
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised he doesn't have a fucking Pfizer logo on his goddamn shirt.
Oh, Fauci got 128k dislike.
Ooh.
What he deserved.
You know what? All they're gonna do is you're just gonna keep red pilling people. You're just gonna keep red pilling people if you keep up with this shit. But they don't give a fuck. Here's the deal. They think they're the fucking Titanic. They think they're unsinkable. Ooh, you don't know that.
This is something.
You don't know the iceberg that's coming. They're about to crash into a big ass fucking iceberg.
What was he thinking with that skit? The fucking vaccine? What the hell?
Yeah, cringy as fuck.
Yeah, it's super cringe.
This is something I've been trying to say for a long time, not necessarily just to point out the obvious, but also really more just a word of warning. These people don't realize that, yes, with the advent of social media and the expansion of the information age, it's not all consolidated in the hands of a small group of people. Social media allowed interaction between just random everyday people, and come to find out, most people aren't always in agreement with just the mainstream narrative. I mean, let's be blunt. Half the people who have Fox News or CNN or MSNBC on, they're not even really paying attention to it. It's just background noise. Like,
Of course.
no one sits there and actually listens to that shit and takes it seriously as if it's their life work.
Yeah, it's
but
not
when
even-
you can engage directly and actually share your opinions, and you get differing opinions, regardless if the person is technically ideologically aligned with you, you don't agree on everything, and it's created essentially a new public square, a new public forum. But it completely undermined the consolidated control of the narrative that has been going on since the 60s and 70s. And now it's moving back to that more consolidated form of control, which I understand why. It's a direct threat to the ability to control the minds of people and how they think. I mean, what's his face from fucking CNN said it best. You know, you're not allowed to look at these documents. Any information you're getting from us. Or the other notorious, infamous clip of, controlling how people think. That's our job. They're not allowed to do that.
This propaganda. It's just like they just want to go back to the old days of like mainstream media. It basically the only source of news, and it's like it's like I said, it's not just propaganda of old. We're talking like on the levels of North Korea style. It's disgusting.
Well, what they don't realize though is the box is open. Pandora is loose. People are aware of this. They've seen enough to see and recognize what exactly is going on. And the more and more you try to push to go back to the old days where we control all the avenues of information, people are going to be able to more easily recognize exactly what it is you're doing. And this is not going to give you control. This is not going to benefit you. This is not going to bring people to your side. It's only going to make the pendulum swing faster in the other direction. This is probably, if you really wanted to regain control of the narrative and the avenues of information, this is the worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't you just showing your hand.
It's actually, clean the fuck up.
They don't.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. They don't care. They don't care. They just don't care. They think they're unsinkable. But like I said, hubris has a nasty way of biting you in the ass.
Well, it's not even that they think they're unsinkable. And this shows not only from social media platforms that are trying to reconsolidate control and take back the direction of the narrative, but it shows just in the way the mainstream media talks about stuff on social media, where they will openly and blatantly lie to you. The Rittenhouse case is a great example. They'll openly lie, and they don't think that you're going to fact check them. They don't think that you're going to come out and say like, well. It's like this isn't even just a spin. This is a blatant fucking lie. Like we still have people today who believe that Kyle Rittenhouse shot black people. Like
really. It's like
think about this.
It's like
there
the
are
Four
still
Lights
people,
situation.
Yeah, there are still people today who will go onto Facebook or go onto Twitter or go onto YouTube and talk about how Kyle Rittenhouse is somehow a white supremacist who only went to Kenosha to go hunt down black people, when the only people involved in the shooting or got shot were all white men. And yes, I will consider Kyle Rittenhouse a man because he picked up a weapon and he defended himself and chose to take a life. In my opinion, that makes you a man. Because that's how you're acting.
Rite of passage, in my opinion.
Yeah, but what these entities don't realize, you can't put Pandora back in the box at this point in time because the information's already out there. And they fundamentally believe that their audience takes whatever they're going to say as gospel, and nobody's going to fact check them, and they won't have any repercussions for trying to lie or trying to spin things. And it gets to the point where this is not us that caused your undoing. This is not us that destroyed you. This is not us that wrecked your reputation. You guys did this to yourselves. Exactly. This is not our fault.
Yeah, like I said, but they'll keep, they can blame everyone else all they want, but at the end of the day, this is their own undoing, and you know what? I'm just glad the chickens are coming home to roost, especially with that Kyle Rittenhouse trial. You want to go on a bullshit hunt when it comes to that shit? Go watch Nikki Rackett's streams. You'll be enlightened, my friend.
Before, or as it better said in Darkest Dungeon, confidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yep. So that's pretty much it for our first stream here on Odysee here. And yeah, I got a feeling YouTube's gonna be doing some bullshit, especially if I post a replay on the replay stream. I'm interested to see how they're gonna screw. I want to see if they ban me or not. If they ban me, good. You know what? I'll be talking about that shit next week. That's a material. But anyway, oh my god. So let me go ahead and play out this outro here.
I'm kind of curious what people we got watching right now.
Yeah, we had about 5 to 6 people here and there. We struggle to get like 3 or 4 on fucking YouTube. That's a good sign already. But anyway.
Yeah, it is.
But like I said, so anyway, Monday we're going back on Hyper Metroid. I'm hoping we can finish it off then tonight. And I found out what's going on with the speed boost thing, and I saw some videos about that, so I'll go ahead and try it out. Probably before I go on stream on that one, so I'll keep an eye on that.
Knows all about it right now because I'm kind of curious, because I'm looking at some of those tests, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, man, that's kind of weird how they set up the speed boost thing, but well, hopefully we'll figure it out. We'll check it out by Monday. And of course, next Thursday, we are back on we're going to be setting up the tent once again. Hopefully we get more people showing up. So with that said, I'd like to thank you, Snowman, for coming in. Thank you, Doku, for coming to the tent with me this week. And those that are watching on stream or on video, I thank you for joining me as well. Now, if you like this program, then I ask you, please like, subscribe, and well, you can't really ring that bell, but leave a comment. Yeah, let's do that. Leave a comment. Yeah, you might ring that bell if you're still on YouTube, but since we're on Odysee, just leave a comment, you know, and spread the word. I mean,
Please spread the word.
Yeah, we're in a new set. We're not having Mama Susan looking over our shoulder. This is the Wild West. And special thanks goes out to Odysee, and especially Drew Hancock that helped me out, help me get the streaming activated on this account. I really appreciate you. So until we once again set up the tent, God bless you. Take care of yourself, and hey, it's a nasty world we're living in. So please be careful out there. Mad Shogun out.